Hello, everybody. I am
Hi.
so sorry for the delay. Fucking tech issues and shit out the
And
ass.
pizza issues.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, his mom forced him to make a pizza.
Yeah, my family forced me at gunpoint to cook for them at the last minute. I'm like, you guys
It's
couldn't
a
have asked
very
me an hour ago.
Italian scenario to be in.
Boppity boopy. Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 21 of Schizzo Sessions. I'm Razor Wynn, and right next to me, this little gremlin here is Natsu Shira, and we co-host the worst VTuber podcast on the internet. We're here with our wonderful guest today, Jazz. How you doing, Jazz?
Hello. How we doing, everybody? Glad to
Doing
be
all
here.
right. Doing all right. So you are a VTuber, a streamer, cosplayer, singer, and co-host of the Offensive Charm podcast. I think
am
I
all
got
those
everything
things,
narrowed
yes.
down. Yes. All right. Excellent.
Yeah, I believe that's all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome on our to be on. We're welcome to have you here on our terrible show.
I am happy to be here. I enjoy both of you greatly. Yeah.
Oh, much.
Oh, I
Not to
had a
make
lot
it-
of
not-
fun
not
when
to
we
make
were
it-
on Offensive Charm.
Oh, I enjoyed
last
it
week.
both times.
And we were glad to have
Great.
you.
Jeez.
Even if I probably overstayed my welcome.
Oh no, trust me. We were glad to have you there for the whole thing. You stuck it out. You were a trooper. You're a real trooper, and we appreciated you being there.
Yeah. So I would have stayed for longer, but I had work.
Oh, it's no problem at all. I mean,
Like,
listen, considering we were going for a whole 12 hours that day, you know, it's very
Yeah.
understandable that people had to, come in and out.
Yeah, it's true. It's
She-
true. It's true.
Shiro is the only one who managed to stick out the entire thing, so.
it's because I was the
That's-
only one that was
That's
unemployed.
crazy.
Well, I mean, Asta was unemployed too.
And
I mean-
he
He's still
couldn't stick
unemployed.
it out!
Well, he's also in
Everyone-
Brazil, so he's on a very
Weak.
different.
Link. Weak
Everyone's unemployed to some extent these days.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a job.
Not
Unfortunately.
some people.
Yeah.
Would love to be able to just do this content creator thing full time, but hey, gotta pay bills, gotta pay a mortgage.
Yeah,
et cetera.
absolutely. And so we noticed that Audrey left his wife here after last episode.
Oh yes, the girl's frontline.
Yeah,
character.
Sabrina.
Yes.
Yes, or Spas 12. Yes.
Mm.
She's been eating everything in my fridge.
Hoping
the
to
past
add her
month.
to my own team eventually.
She was
Need to
my
get back
second.
my daily check-ins.
She was my second to last T-doll. I actually got all the T-dolls now.
Oh wow.
I don't know
damn.
how the
Did
hell
you,
I managed to get them all. I got them
did
from
you
all
put
the
money
free
in, or
polls.
did you just
A little bit of money, but most of it was from the free polls.
most of it was free? Okay.
I just
Yeah,
can't
I
put
did.
money
I
in
am
the
happy that I
gacha
managed to get
games.
one to the. That is fair,
It
and it's
depends
probably
on
the
the
smarter
gacha.
way to go about it. To be fair,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it's not a good idea to put money into gacha games, kids. It really isn't.
No, don't put money in the gacha games, kids, because you'll end up in the poorhouse. Especially if you end up getting broke as fuck.
Nah, seriously,
Yeah.
it's just it's just ridiculous.
All right, so let's see here.
Yeah, like the only money I ever put in any gacha was like, it's dead. It died. It's a dead gacha now.
Yeah, isn't that the
Yeah.
one that you play that where it's so old it's just free now?
Well, no. So
It-
okay, it's Dragalia Lost. You mostly can play it through fan servers, and that's it right now.
Oh, okay.
I remember Dragalia Lost actually.
I
I
thought it
remember
was
that one.
fun. Like,
I never-
Some people said
never
they
played
didn't
it myself,
like
but I did
like,
see it, and
I
the
thought
art
it was
looked cute.
fun. It was an
Yeah, the art was
interesting
cute.
one.
I never played myself though.
It was kind of high level, you know. It had some high level play to it. It was interesting. It was interesting.
So what exactly is it, like a JRPG?
Yeah, it's an action RPG. Yeah. It demanded
Mm.
a lot.
Yeah.
like actual skill.
By the way, I just want to say I fucking hate this new UI with Twitch.
Oh my god.
Why is everything at the top now?
There is
be fair,
standard. Okay,
to be
it's
to be fair, I haven't actually seen it yet because I use Restream, so I see everything.
yeah. No,
through that
I
instead.
never see this stuff either. I never see this stuff either because I don't watch much Twitch. Also, I'm still seeing the old UI for some reason. But it's like logo of the site on top. Then you have the content. Then you have the title and all the other junk that nobody really reads. And then, like, maybe the
Wait.
description.
Is this the main website? Because hang on.
Yeah, it's the main website. They fucking changed it. I hate it.
No, excuse me.
God bless you.
No, excuse me again.
Don't
God bless you twice.
title. It's, I swear, it is somebody trying to not get fired.
Yeah, Audrey, you left her here. Pick up your wife. She's been eating all my goddamn food.
Mhm.
Also, for some reason, my bot is
I don't
not
know,
working
like
today.
the website itself looks. Oh. Yeah, no, the website itself looks fine to me. You know what I really have an issue with is the way they messed up the mobile app. The app is so like because they made it look like freaking TikTok, and it's like ugh, so.
Is that
awful
what
and
it
everything
is?
now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, it feels TikTok-ish the way they set up the Twitch app now, and it's like, yeah, it's just not a huge fan.
I'm sorry, TikTok is
Which
like
is
the
just
worst.
speed running.
TikTok is the worst thing to ever happen to the internet. I'm sorry.
Twitch is just speed running its collapse at this point.
Oh no, it's freaking great. Like, you know, you come into VTubing, like the good days are gone. The all of your favorite companies are getting bought
honeymoon
up
is
by
over.
BlackRock, and it's gonna be over in like 2 or 3 years. All right, I love it. I love it.
This is what happens when you get normies involved and shit.
The days when you could actually make it, like actually become something, are long gone. It's great. I love it. I love it.
What was that one clip that always like is used a lot with Red Letter Media, where they're like,
How does it feel to see
Hey-
everything that you ever
hey,
loved
Mike,
go down
yeah.
in flames? Oh,
"Feels
Feels great.
great, Shiroy."
I love it.
Now thinking about it, I should have the friggin' the stream up so I can see the chat too.
You know,
Um,
one guy
I have
actually
like 3 chats.
how he
Wait,
how
which
he
one of your guys'
compared-
streams are we streaming this from?
All
Oh,
of
I'm
them.
streaming it from YouTube and Twitch.
All of them.
But is it like from your channel or?
All of them.
Oh, it's from my
guys.
YouTube
of
and my
them.
Twitch channel.
Okay.
All of them. All of my
And
channels.
Shiroy,
All of Razor's channels, and for some reason my bot's not working correctly, so I can't see the chat. Well, I can sort of see it, but I gotta like have all the chats up, which is kind of annoying, but still.
that sucks.
Yeah, I know, right?
But anyway, we should probably get to the questions here. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Jazz. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
I mean, I think you kind of covered all that already.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but still, like I'm saying, like, what kind of content do you do?
Yeah, well, my name is Alex. So most just call me Jazz. That's a moniker I go by here on the interwebs, and yeah, I kind of do a little bit of everything. I started out as just doing the normal streamer thing with the face cam and whatnot, but by chance, by a twist of fate, I became aware of VTubers, and I was like, yeah, I could try some of that too. Why not?
And
And became a
when it all
hybrid streamer.
ended.
Yeah. Or began again. It ended and it began anew. But yeah, became a hybrid streamer. Now I do the VTuber thing and the face cam thing. I did. I guess it's more accurate, more honest to use the past tense when I say I did cosplay, because you know my work schedule changed, so I wasn't able to go to cons on they all happen on the weekends, and now I do weekend shifts, so it's like I can't really do it anymore the way I did. But I had a lot of fun cosplaying, and I hope one day I'll be able to get back to it. I do singing. I am a singer, so I do music. I've been doing it a lot less lately because I've been focusing on getting in a shit ton of overtime. You know, in these busy holiday season, that's
Yeah, I
when all the
understand
good
that.
overtime is at. hmm But I usually do this little thing called Share the Stage, in which I usually bring on other content creators to do like a little karaoke collab session with me, and I also invite the guests to join in and sing if they enjoy that sort of thing, you know.
Oh, nice.
And that's yeah, it's a fun little thing that I do, and hopefully I'll be getting back to that probably in January.
That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, and I do a lot of gaming. You know, play a little bit of everything. I have a wide range of interests as far as gaming goes. So yeah. But I should probably mention that I'm real big into Monster Hunter. That's like my main thing
A lot of
is
people are big
Monster
into
hunting.
that game.
Yep, and I'm gonna be eating good at the end of February. Oof. I'm
Oh
so
yeah, the new one coming out.
hmm
Oh, nice. There you go.
Very excited for that. But I do like a bunch of Rise and World and even some Generations Ultimate, which is the one on the Switch. And I do open lobbies, so if people like hunting games and they want to come hunt with me, then the lobby's always open to get some viewers in there as well.
Oh,
Nice. There you go.
I figured out what the problem is.
Oh, what?
Freaking Botrix is down.
Oh.
That is not
Oh,
what I
is that why I
expected.
can't see YouTube chat?
Yeah. So,
Ah.
gotta manually have all of them up then.
Well,
That was
shit.
an unexpected turn.
Huh.
I tell ya. What kind
Well
of
then.
leaky dinghy you running over here, Captain?
Let's see here.
I tell ya.
Let's see. We'll get to. So what did get you into streaming into content creation exactly? Like, how long you been doing it for?
You know, it's been several years at this point. I don't think I want to say exactly how many years, because then I
It's
might end up getting a
embarrassing.
little depressed.
It's embarrassing.
Just
Yeah,
a little.
How long you been at it for?
Just a little.
You know,
I'm sorry.
once you hit like
real
year
quick,
7,
hate to sidetrack. Razor, what is the actual name of the YouTube channel, please?
Oh, my like my YouTube channel, or
Yes, that'd be the one.
it's the same as my Twitch.
yeah,
Razorwin VT.
Razorwind. Okay, got it. Thank you. But yes, I always admired content creators. Specifically, there was a team of content creators that kind of set me down this path. And I don't know if anybody here would have heard of them, but they went by Super Best Friends Play.
Oh, I remember them. Yeah. Yeah, I remember them.
Apparently, you both know who they are. Yes,
Yeah.
a group of 4 Canadians
I
that got their start on.
barely know who they are, but
I
Fair
don't
enough.
remember their names, but I've seen their videos and they were hysterical.
Yeah, man, those are the days. They first appeared back in the Machinima days when that was still a thing on YouTube, right?
oh god,
Yeah,
And,
this
the
I would watch them-
parasite of YouTube, or as I like to call it,
Yeah.
the EA of YouTube.
Yeah, but I mean, they had some good.
Listen, they had some
they
good
had some good-
stuff.
Yeah, they
Did
did have
they?
some good shows, and the
good
Super
things
Best
made
Friends
there.
was one of those good shows.
Well, they had good shows, yes, but what I'm saying is, or I'm sorry, yeah, they had
Didn't
good
the
shows,
entire
but
channel
they
get
had
nuked?
shit management.
But
Yes,
didn't the whole thing just get nuked one day?
I think it did. Yeah,
pretty
And
much.
like all of it's just gone now.
I know they did that Transformers animated series, but what they did was they didn't want to bring on the original voice actors because they didn't want to have to pay for the voice actors union or some shit
Honestly,
like that. It was like
you wanna
something
hear my-
really scummy.
You want to hear my on like my hot take on that?
What's that?
By all means.
I don't blame them.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's like when you got, I don't know, I think it's a scummy thing to do at the same time, you know? It's like you get, Transformers has a very passionate fan base, and if you're gonna screw over the guys that, like, helped get asses in seats for the franchise, it's kind of, it just makes you look like an idiot, asshole.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
but at the same
absolutely.
time, like unions are freaking a pain to deal with.
I mean,
This
yes,
is-
they can be, but
This is,
It-
this is
it
the wild,
depends on
wild
what it
west of the
is.
internet era. You know, like a lot of wild shit went on back then.
yeah, that's true.
It was
Although-
beautiful and it was ugly all at the same time.
I wouldn't even say it was wild even back then. Well, like I would say early 2000s internet, absolutely. Like during the 2000s, it was Wild West. 2010s is when you really started to see shit getting
Yeah,
sanitized.
like companies started cropping up in like the 2010s. Then you get
You'll
today where like
never-
everything's corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's
sad-
corporate. Everyone's what do you call it? Everyone's got
Everyone's a
troll
shill.
remorse, etc., and so on.
Yeah.
Everyone's a freaking shill now.
This day and age, you will never see another Leafy is here. You'll never get to see
intend-
another.
To call back to the old days.
Not. I didn't
I like
really
that.
like
I like that.
Leafy all
That's
that
good.
much, but I will say, every now and then Leafy did have some funny videos,
I want
even if he is kind of an idiot.
that is my
Keep saying
aspiration.
Leafy, I have no idea who that is.
That is what I aspire
Leafy's
to
here. So Leafy's here. He was like a very edgy YouTuber. He was considered one of the bigger YouTubers at the time. So like you had a lot of the edgy people. So you had Filthy Frank, you had Leafy.
Oh
you
yeah, that one I
had,
know. That's a name I know.
Grade A, under
Papa
A. I wouldn't even.
Franco!
Yeah, Papa Franco.
My
Grade A, under
sensei, he taught
A.
me all kinds of Japanese.
Yeah. Fucking who the hell else? I mean iDubbbz before he snipped off his balls and gave them to Anissa, but
Got the Game Grumps, back in the early days, back when JonTron was still
Yeah.
around.
oh god, and JonTron, he's still going strong though.
Is he?
Yeah, but
I
I
didn't know
kinda,
he
was.
and I'll be honest with you. I'll be real with you. I don't like the modern,
You
that,
don't-
like modern
You don't
style.
like modern JonTron? I mean, he doesn't do as many game videos as he used to, but he's still
Yes,
funny
and
in his own way.
Look, and yes, I agree. JonTron's still funny. I just don't like the style because it's like, I blame James personally. James Rolfe.
What, James Rolfe?
Yes, I blame James because he.
By the way,
made
he
it-
is tall as shit in real life.
I hear.
Man.
Like,
I had to look up at him when I shook hands with him.
I miss the days when.
well, we all know that. Well, we all
Igor
know that
Raptor
you're
was
a
still
man,
doing
but,
animation.
Oh, shut up, you're right.
Was it like
5'7" is not
5'3"?
manlit.
Like 5'3"?
4'11's manlit. No, I'm 5'7". You're like what? 4'2"?
I personally miss the days
Thank you
when
very much.
when Igor Raptor was still doing animation and he wasn't afraid to say the N-word. It was good times.
Ego, yeah, a lot of the bigger.
Did you give him
people
the
need-
pass, Jazz?
I would literally give everyone on this earth the pass all at once. You guys know my whole like mentality around the word, right? I want everyone to be able to say it.
Yeah,
That's
were
the
you
only
the
way
one
we're
that,
moving past this.
wait, weren't you the one that gave Janie the pass?
I mean, Rosa would give herself the pass even if I didn't. So like, here's the thing: Rosa grew up like Rosa. The way Rosa grew up, like she is more deserving of the pass than I am, right? Like just straight up. Like she actually grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in the fucking boondocks, right? Like essentially.
Oh god, so it's like
You were one of the.
I grew up in the
affluent.
burbs.
You're one of the affluent
Oh.
kids.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
you could definitely say that. I was not hood. That was not me.
Oh
I was not
my
that
god.
guy.
You reminded me of a
I was
funny
around
story.
kids who wanted to pretend to be hood, like the other black kids
Oh,
around me would
there's
always be
always
watching
those
BET
kids
and
though.
shit.
Oh,
And
my God.
they'd pretend to be hood.
There's
Oh,
They
always
were
so,
living
like,
in the
great.
same
Dude, those
and the
kids
same
even
super
existed,
safe
like,
ass neighborhoods I was living in.
Yeah, like even
Oh,
among
God.
like the white, like even among like white kids, those kids exist. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I grew up in the
Mhm.
There it
suburbs.
goes.
I know how it was. I never left the house.
I was never that kid though. I was learned. All right. I read the books. I read the
Dang,
books.
looks like we got us an Einstein
them.
over here. You read the books, man.
I mean,
I
I like
didn't read the
I
book.
like to read too as a kid, so man.
I didn't read the math books though. That's
No,
I
no,
hated
they
them.
aren't
not all
fun.
the books.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked history books and I liked, science fiction and shit, but I did not like
All right,
science or math as a kid.
There's gonna be like
Nah, yeah,
one.
English and language arts are my strongest subjects. I had that hooked on phonics when I was like a toddler. So.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
gonna be,
English, language arts, and social studies were like my main things.
like
Yeah, I
one
got you.
person in the audience will get this. Saxon math.
The fuck is
Saxon
Saxon math?
I've never heard of that.
You weren't homeschooled. You don't know what Saxon math is. I know what Saxon math is.
The fuck is that?
The Saxon math.
The fuck is Saxon
That was
math?
the name of the math book that that I learned math that my mom taught math from. I was
Huh.
homeschooled.
Yeah, I've never
Aw.
heard of that. I mean, did they just not use that at all in like actual schools, or?
No, because like typically when you do homeschooling, it's normally gonna end up being a completely different curriculum because your parents are the ones who typically do it. You know, because like the
Right.
I think like all
Yeah.
of our books were hand-me-downs.
Oh,
Like he got them from
God.
someone else.
Jesus.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Still seems like you turned out okay, so yeah, homeschooling can't be all bad. I mean, especially these days, right? I mean, homeschooling might be the preferable
Look,
option. To be
One
honest.
thing that I've
Yeah,
learned, one thing that I've learned, skip high school.
I'm gonna be honest with you. High school needs to be restructured.
Remove high
Because
school
all it is,
entirely.
it's a regurgitation of everything you learned from middle school.
It doesn't matter. You're either gonna be listening to stuff that's so advanced, you're not even gonna bother to remember any of it.
Like who the fuck is gonna use algebra and calculus in the real world unless you're like going to be an engineer or some crazy shit like that? You know what I mean? Like what the fuck
Exactly.
is
Yeah,
calculus gonna do for you?
I would
Doesn't
have
matter.
much preferred to learn how to do my taxes.
Yeah, exactly. But you know why they don't want you to learn how to do your fucking taxes? Because they want to
So
be
they
able to
can-
fuck you
Because
over.
TurboTax
Yeah.
exists. You don't have to do your own taxes. Come on.
Well, I don't have to do my own taxes anyway because my aunt actually works in that sort of thing, and she helps me with my taxes
Oh,
every
I
year.
used to work in that
Oh, well,
sort
there
of
you
thing.
go.
I
At a
probably
like she
could,
still charges
but-
me, but like not nearly as much as like you'd normally pay. So.
Oh, that's good.
She got a
Shit.
P10. Dang. I need to
Mhm.
start.
Uh,
I need to start.
Yeah, figuring out taxes takes a lot of time, you know.
It
I'm
does.
gonna be honest with you,
A lot of
Jazz.
schooling too.
I think they gave me
Mhm,
about
yes.
2 weeks of training. Okay, when I worked as a tax prep, they gave me like 2 weeks of training. I passed
Okay.
one test. I got a P10.
Mhm.
It cost me $40.
Oh,
That is all. That is all.
cool. And now you're just legally allowed to do your own taxes, and you're just good to go.
No. You're
I remember
always
that-
legally allowed to do your own taxes. You will probably screw them up
Oh,
if
really?
you don't know what you're doing. But a P10 is so you
Ah.
can do taxes for other people.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
is
was
that
a
what that
tax
is?
prep. Like legally, I was doing people's taxes for them.
Cool. How much are you charging?
Oh, it wasn't. Nah, I was just getting paid like regular, like hourly. Wasn't anything.
Oh.
It was I was working for one of those tax prep companies.
Hmm.
My
That's
main
pretty cool, though.
takeaway is
That's a nice.
the guy doing your taxes is probably very undertrained. He probably can't do a 1099 NEC. I did a 1099 NEC. It honestly, it really sucks. I hate
I don't even
doing
know what that
those.
is.
That is
I
the
don't
one that
even
you
know what that
get.
is either.
I think that's the one Twitch gives you. You'd know this if you were actually successful on Twitch. Razor, Jazz.
You.
I mean, I'm an affiliate at least.
They didn't give me one.
I'm an
either.
affiliate too.
I didn't make enough money. I think like the limit is like I think you have to make like over $1,000 before they start giving you the actual forms. A bit of a fun fact.
Mm.
You do not if you get a form, you are legally required to actually put it on your taxes, and every form you have to add adds money to it. The worst thing that you can
Aw.
possibly get is a if you make over $25 off of
Mhm.
what's the bank give you if you have too much, like if you put like stuff out of savings? What's it called?
I have no idea.
Mm.
I can't remember. Well, okay, you know how interest. If you make over $25 in interest from your bank, You have to put that on your taxes. That is an extra, like, $50 charge right there if you take it to a tax office. It is the worst thing ever. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just turned this into tax talk. I turned this into
let's not
tax
talk
talk.
about taxes. Let's talk about something a little more interesting.
It's all good.
I think
Yeah,
it's
but where
interesting.
were we on the?
Oh no, you know what I
think
mean.
so
I'm
too.
joking. I'm joking when I say
My
that.
way
but-
of, it's my
No,
way
no,
of,
no,
it's
I
my way
got
of
you.
convincing people I'm not freaking stupid.
So
Yeah, I mean, I could use one of those, honestly. But yeah. So Super Best Friends. Yeah, I watched those guys for like several years, and like, oh man, it'd be super cool to have like a team like that and become like a content creating team. And yeah, I tried to do that, and that fell apart pretty quickly. So I'm like, okay, you know what? It'd be cool to be a content creator, a solo one. So I just do that instead.
Oh my god, like,
Because I had so much respect for those four, because it's like the fact they kept it going. They've broken up since, but like the fact they kept it going for as long as they did, like trying to get four people together like that consistently to do content creation and record videos and
that
whatnot.
takes a lot of
That
dedication.
it's not easy. It's really
No,
not.
it's not. Especially when it's like 4 different personalities.
Yeah, you gotta have real nice synergy between you and your homies.
yeah, and
Well,
then,
it's like with the it's like with the guys from MythBusters. Apparently, the main 2 hosts hated the shit out of each other.
dude, seriously?
Sheesh.
Man, I guess that's why they don't really show
Also-
up on. I guess that's why they don't really show up on YouTube at all with each other.
Well, I know what's his name,
Guy Fieri.
Michael Scott or
uh-huh.
whatever the fuck his name is.
From The Office.
No,
Yeah, from The Office. Yeah.
That's his name.
Scott
that's
Adams.
The name
Scott
of the character
Adams. That was the. Oh no, wait.
Okay,
Was it Scott? Wait. No,
You said
Scott
Michael
Adams is
Scott,
the
so I
guy that
thought you were
made.
talking about.
Wait, let me look this up. MythBusters hosts.
Also, I just noticed the background. Are we in New Eridu right now?
Yes.
I have no clue.
Hey.
All right, Razor gave me
Adam
the
Savage.
background.
That's it. Adam Savage and Jamie
Can you
Hyman.
imagine having
Yeah.
a last name like Savage? Like,
They're having
I
a
mean-
last name that's literally Hyman.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like better have a last name Hyman.
Yeah, right?
wait, the other guy's last name is Hyman?
So, boy, I'm
Seems so.
gonna break you like a mama's Hyman.
I'm without
Right, wait, how the
Yeah.
fuck you gonna break your mom's Hyman when she's already your mom?
I am without words.
I mean,
Anyway.
if your mom has a healing factor, right?
Yeah, then maybe.
Then-
Oh god, I remember there was a fucking debate about that too. With that show
No!
Heroes.
That's a genuine
Because there was a girl in it
question.
who had regenerative powers, and like the fans who were thirsting for her were like, "Yo, bro, do you think she can regenerate her hymen?"
I don't know why guys are so
That's a weird-
obsessed with
That's
that.
a weird question. It's a really weird question.
I know, right? Like,
Okay,
what the fuck?
I'm curious now. Razor, can you explain to me why guys are so obsessed with that?
Well,
Like-
alright, you gotta think about it this way, right? Guys like to flex on other guys in the shower, in the locker room.
Okay.
You usually get a lot of bragging rights if you're the first one to pop the cherry of the hot
Okay,
girl.
but if she
so
can
everyone else wants to get it.
regenerate!
Shut up. No, that means now everyone feels like they were the first.
Grades! There's no bragging rights if she can just regenerate it!
Well, if you think about it, no. Because think about it, right? So every new guy she sleeps with, they feel like
Mhm.
they were the first.
I suppose.
I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
I don't understand, because here's the thing. First off, you're just gonna be like, wait. So you're telling me that I have to? So if you think about it, like, it's like, wait, you're telling me I have to break this damn thing every time, and then get
Is
blood
it-
on my dick, and then I have to clean it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Is like at this point, does it become like the Wolverine claw situation where it's, it's the claws?
Where like hurts on the
claws
way
are
up.
ripped through the every time.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
seriously!
I don't know.
This is more than I would have ever wanted to think about this, to be honest.
Yeah, this is true. Anyway, moving on.
I tell you, it's just ridiculous.
Let's see here. So what games do you usually prefer streaming? Oh,
Oh,
also
like I said-
Jazz, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, of course. I thought I was. My bad.
Nah, it's okay.
A similar thing happened recently, though I'd rather not speak on it. Anyway.
Yeah. A similar thing did happen recently, didn't it?
Didn't
it, Jazz?
Oh, I see what's going on.
Tug the collar. Anyway, so yeah. Like I mentioned before, like Monster Hunter is kind of my big thing. I like Souls games a lot too, and just like action adventure games in general. Usually like character action kind of games. Though I've been going heavy, and I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of Path of Exile too, since that recently came out. Because I've been waiting on that game for a while.
No, Path of Exile. What country are the devs from again? Is that one of the Chinese games that came out, or no?
I believe they are owned by Tencent, but the devs are New Zealanders, I think.
Oh,
Or
really?
Australians. Yeah.
Oh,
I watched some dev interviews, and the guy definitely has like a very strong either Kiwi or just straight up Australian accent. I honestly can't tell the difference between the two. I don't know if that's racist or not, but yeah.
I don't think it is. I don't
Tell
think
ya.
it is.
I'll tell you.
But yeah-
Jazz. This guy over here.
Listen,
Totally racist.
Australia and New Zealanders do sound the same, at least to those who aren't from those regions. So
I have no context for a New Zealand accent, so it probably would sound identical to me.
I don't either, because New Zealanders and Australians sound the same to me.
Well, at least it's not just me, right? At least I'm not.
It's not just you. Don't worry. No worries.
I'm not the only one racist against the Kiwis. Good to
I
know.
mean, it's probably not as bad as trying to
I know the
Listen
Australians
to,
do not like the Kiwis.
Australians.
They
don't
like
that-
to
is that a
dunk on
thing?
them
They got
every
beef?
chance. Yo, they like to dunk on them.
That I did not know.
Yeah, they like to dunk on them a lot. So let's see. Let's get on to a little more specific questions here. So what got you into singing, and how long have you been doing it?
As far as that goes, pretty much as long as I can remember. Right, like it's just I've been I've been singing for as long as I can possibly remember, like all the way back to my little baby jazz junior days, toddlerdom and all that. I don't know. I've always just enjoyed singing. I've always enjoyed music, and when I discovered I could sing, it's like, oh, I could just make it on the spot, anywhere, anytime. And I've always had a lot of respect for different singers of different genres throughout the years. Oh,
Oh, that's my brother. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. I was like, wait, huh? Is like someone in the audience getting real hype about this story? Apparently.
No. So me and my brother, we have a shared office space for the computers because we live in a very cramped house.
Yeah, no worries. I get you.
He's watching the Game Awards with his girlfriend.
Also,
so
Yeah, I forgot that was happening right now.
yeah.
so we're taking on the Game Awards this time. Last time we were taking on the presidential debates. Now we're taking on the Game Awards.
Oh, that
We're
was
the biggest show.
several months ago.
We are the
You
biggest
have an
show.
interesting sense of timing.
Yeah, we're the biggest show, guys. Best in the world.
Mm.
I guess in this case, worst on the internet, but still.
The
Alright.
Alex Jones of VTuber podcasts, clearly.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
exactly.
Well, I mean,
Exactly.
we
With less-
haven't
with fewer
started
ripped
screaming
off
about
shirts and talking
and
about
less
super male vitality.
gay frogs and talking about pot-bellied vampire goblins that eat your children at night.
I
well, we haven't gotten to that point yet.
vampire goblins that eat your children at night, though. Anyways, one of my viewers said, you cannot be telling me that Aussies and Kiwis sound the same. Timur, they sound the same other.
Tamora Morrison
Yes.
sounds like Aussie. What? I cannot imagine an Aussie clone trooper ever.
I'm sorry, it sounds Australian. It sounded Australian.
It does.
I'm sorry.
It sounds Australian to me too. Okay, this is how Americans are. Listen. to us, a lot of European accents and like Australian and New Zealanders sound the same to us.
You gotta
I
understand
mean,
it.
I could tell the difference between like a German and a Frenchman, right, in terms of
I mean,
accents. But
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
the
That's
French
different.
are
That's
like,
different. Like
oh,
we're talking like I'm pretty sure for English first language accents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
yeah.
like we're
But like it gets a little dicey when we go from Scottish to
Irish
Irish
accents are
for me, so-
unintelligible. It's just it's impossible to understand what they're saying.
Jeez.
I heard
It
the
depends.
Count
Like,
Dankula.
the ones I can barely understand are the ones that speak Gaelic and
I heard
only
that-
Gaelic, and they won't speak like English at all.
I remembered hearing that apparently Count Dankula had to actually work on his accent a whole lot just to be understandable.
Are you fucking serious?
How unfortunate.
Like,
Yeah, that is
like
unfortunate.
apparently his accent was just like used to be like way worse. Like just like impossible to understand.
Oh my god, that's pretty bad.
What about that?
That's
It's
just
pretty
what I
fucking
heard.
bad.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it's funny
I
to think
gotcha.
about it regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, to be honest, I just really enjoy singing. It's just always a thing that's kind of been a part of my life, and I thought I'd go ahead and try and share that as part of my content creation, since it's one of the one things I genuinely consider myself to be good at.
There you go.
I
Let's
wish
see.
I could be better at it myself.
Oh, I have offered to help you, practice and train.
I've been telling
So-
you to take up that offer.
Yeah, just hit me up sometime.
So,
Anytime, really.
So, what got you into cosplaying? And what favorite cosplays have you done?
Let's see. We got into cosplaying. I mean, I've always enjoyed like dressing up for Halloween and shit like that, right? And I'd
that's
always
hard
see
for a
these
lot of
like
people.
amazing. Yeah. And I'd always see like these amazing costumes when I would go on, say. I mean, I've always been friends with nerd-ass nerds, right? People go to conventions, and like they would come back and show me pictures of like all the cool cosplays they'd see, and I'd be like, oh man, that is really cool. Shit, I wonder if I could do that. Maybe just get like a ready-made costume off of Amazon or Etsy or whatever the hell, right? And just give it a shot, see how I feel about it. Just walk around in a costume at a convention and just have some fun with it. The funny thing is, the first time I really like did a cosplay in public, it wasn't at a convention. It was at an event that was it was called Club Cosplay, and what it was like this nerds nightclub. It was the subtitle. And it was straight up just like going, like took a little like a nightclub, but like everybody's cosplaying, and it drew like a pretty significant crowd. There'd usually be like a couple hundred people that show up at these club cosplay events, and yeah, just make a lot of friends there. And I'd go there in costumes and just dance and enjoy music and all have a good old time of it, right? And then from there I was like, yeah, like because I think at some point along the way, club cosplay kind of broke down. It slowed down and they stopped doing them as much. And like, okay, well, what other what other events could I go check out? What actual conventions could I go to? And there's like me living here in Southern California, right? Somewhere
I'm
between.
so sorry.
Well, this is the thing, right? Because the one time it comes in handy to live here when you're like somewhere between like pretty much right between the midpoint between San Diego and LA, where all the shit happens, right? It's a good place to be in terms of going to conventions because they're happening pretty much all of the time. There's at least a couple a month, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I would start going out to conventions, and I would go in costume, and I'd start having a lot of fun with that. I'd get people like stopping me, it's like, hey, can I get pictures of your cosplay? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And I had a lot of fun doing that, taking pictures with other cosplayers. I posted a lot of stuff on my Instagram, from those days when I was still going to conventions regularly. And God, I wish I could go back, man. I wish I could get back to doing that again. It really did fuck up my whole like schedule with that, and when
Life
I
just got in
started
the
working
way.
weekends. Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, that's
But
the thing.
yeah, but that was a
Happens to
great
the
like
best of
I'd say
us.
about a. Yeah, absolutely. But that was a great like year and a half or so of just like going to cons on a fairly regular basis. Seeing a lot of the same people going to like just like it's essentially a convention circuit, right? And a lot of the same people who live around Southern California would show up at the same ones because we're all just chomping at the bit to go to another event, see each other again, get some merch, do some cosplaying, etc. and so on. But as far as like some of my favorites, I'd say the Jotaro one that I do, the Jotaro Kujo cosplay I did, was pretty fucking solid. I really liked that one because I got a little creative with it. I had a friend help me out who was like well, his mom was a seamstress, and she was willing to like help out with like some costume modifications. Because most of the costume was like a ready-made, purchased online sort of thing, with a few adjustments to like fit a little more snugly, just so it actually gives the muscular JoJo character impression, right? Because I'm in pretty good shape, so I was able to like pull that off to some extent. I'm not actually Jotaro sized, but like I'm fit.
But
you're
pass,
you're not a massive 14-year-old or something.
No, no, I'm not.
Come on, this
no,
guy
no,
did it
but,
at 14.
what-
He's slacking. He's slacking.
So my favorite thing about that, right, is like I don't know how familiar you two are with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Jotaro specifically. No. So if you yeah.
I only know about part 1. I still need to get through part 2.
Okay, have you like seen the character before?
I've seen Jotaro, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you maybe see, yeah, if you've seen him, you might notice that as far as his hat goes, it like morphs into his hair,
Yes.
right?
So
Like the back part of his hat. Yeah, like the back part of his hat is just like torn, but like it like becomes his hair. So what we did, and it's actually a pretty cool thing, is we took the hat that came with the costume, which was like it was like a cap, right? Like it's not like the actual hat where it's like torn in the back. It's just like an actual like baseball cap kind of thing. But what we did is we cut off the back part of the hat, but we left on the little strap that you actually like fasten like adjust the size with. It was one of those, right? We left the strap on, and what I would do is because I had pretty long hair, or had pretty long hair. It's a little shorter now, but it's still pretty long. But what we do is that I would hide the strap in my hair, right? And we cut off the back part of the hat so that my hair would stick out of the back of the hat, and the strap would be essentially invisible to anyone who was looking at me. So it looked like so it looked like the hat morphed into my hair. So that was actually pretty cool. I was proud of that. I thought that was pretty clever.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. And then I feel like my most accurate cosplay that I ever did was my Inosuke one, because I managed to find like a really realistic like boar head mask. Like they're really nice,
from
high
Demon
quality one
Slayer,
online.
right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
the guy
exactly.
with the pig head. Yeah.
Like as high quality
Yeah,
as the horse head mask, like
Yeah, like it looks like a realistic boar head. It's got like actual fur on it and all that shit. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
so that one came out really nice. I managed to find these really nice replicas of his swords with like the bits knocked out of them, right? Like his swords in the show were like kind of jaggedy looking. I managed to find some really good swords that look just like those. I found the pants with the little like fur like waist bit. Yeah, it looks pretty much spot on, except for the fact that I'm black. But other than that, it's spot on. So that was one of my favorites too. I'd say those two are probably the highest up there. I'll always have a soft spot for my like first real cosplay, the first one I put real effort into, which was my Joker from Persona 5 cosplay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was ready made as well, but I ended up like getting a few different costumes and kind of combining pieces to make it look as accurate as possible, right? Because like one costume didn't come with the shoes, so I had to get those separately. One costume didn't come with like a good pair of the gloves, so I got those separately, and I just kind of mixed and matched a bit to get like exactly what I wanted it to look like.
That is
And
the
I was
pain of
pretty proud of
getting
that too.
pre-made costumes, because sometimes like some parts are like really good, and other parts aren't so good, and you kind of have to.
So I dipped around
Cosplaying
with
is a
bit
lot of
and-
mix and matching.
It can be if you're not like somebody who can just make your own costumes, which I am not. I'm not a
I'm not that
seamster
kind
of any.
person either.
Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes
But
it's
I-
just
but I
about
had- I-
finding stuff that works, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I
Yeah, it's
did.
true.
I did.
No, first
And
rule,
I did like.
first rule, long as it
first-
looks good.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I would like figure out some things here and there that weren't just like me buying something. You know, I'd alter some stuff myself to the best of my ability when I could. For example, when I did Terry Bogard from King of Fighters.
Ah, Terry!
Yeah. Like the only parts of that costume that were like actually bought were just the vest and the hat.
Did you
right?
dye your hair
Because
for
those are
it?
like the main. No, I did not. I did not. Those are the main terriers. But like, yeah, I got the jeans. I cut the sleeves off like a shirt, and got one that was like more form fitting. Cause, you know, again, because Terry's got to be like big, muscular, and all that shit. I'm never gonna have arms like Terry, right? Like my fucking legs aren't as thick as Terry's fucking arms, right? So can only do so much there. But I also like cut some holes out of some like winter gloves to make them look kind of like Terry's actual fighting gloves.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And in the end, the effect ended up being pretty solid. So I was proud of that one too.
Oh, that's cool. Cool.
Yeah.
So
I've had a lot of fun with it.
nice.
And if I could cosplay anything though, I would love to get like a Naga Ryuki from Guilty Gear Strive. If I could get that going, that'd be super sick.
That would be pretty cool. You know, I wonder. What's the name of the creepy key lady from Guilty Gear?
The
The one with the lady who drags the big key. Yeah.
ABBA.
Could you imagine a couple cosplay like one person's ABBA, the other has to be Paracelsus? Oh my god, I would feel bad for the guy in the key.
That would certainly. Well, I mean, you'd probably be walking around normally when like it's not time to take a picture, right? And then when it's time to take a picture, you like straighten up and just kind of do the Paracelsus thing. But like usually when you see cosplays like that, where they're just like something especially goofy, normally those people when they're going around the convention itself are just walking around normally, and then they do the whole bit for a picture and then just go back to being normal again, right? Because you can't just go around like she could like obviously if someone's cosplaying ABBA, they're not going to just drag around a whole other person who's pretending to be a key the whole time, right? That'd be a bit ridiculous. But you do see some people who like will go the extra mile to do like the crazy shit. I remember there was somebody who was cosplaying Tanjiro, right? And I don't know if it was like their daughter or like little sister, but they had like a little toddler cosplayer doing Nezuko in a giant ass like box that he had on his back, and he was just carrying her around all day while she was sitting in the box.
Oh my god!
I thought that was pretty cool. That was very clever.
That does sound clever. I don't know if you ever saw this. I don't know if you remember the one year where there was the moth meme freaking out about the lamps. Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen it, but it was.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
It was
like
a short-lived meme for a while, and there was.
Does sound familiar.
A couple cosplay. I can't find the fucking picture because I'm looking for it on
Several
Google.
VTubers
But
were
there
most likely
was
birthed from that entire situation.
maybe, but this is before VTubers really started kicking off in popularity. But I remember that year, there was this picture. I can't fucking find it on Google now to save my life. But do you remember A Christmas Story? Do you remember the really ugly ass lamp of the woman's leg with the fishnets and the high heels?
Yes, I do. We watch that movie like every year in my household.
This one jack brick shit house of a guy dressed up as a moth, and he had like his chest exposed and his arms exposed, but he had like the moth face and the wings and everything. And then the woman was dressed up as the fucking lamp from A Christmas Story. And she had...
That's pretty solid.
Everything was covered up except for her legs. And she had like the fishnets and the red stilettos. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
You gotta appreciate those people who get real creative with that sort of thing. It's
always
fun to see.
Freezer.
Yeah, and I remember there was a caption that said like couples costumes for this Halloween be like ...
We should watch some Christmas movies.
I know. Well, I think this weekend I'm gonna do some Christmas movies for movie night.
Hey, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely one of the ways to get people to be like, "Oh, can we get a picture of you? Get a picture of you?" And I tell you, man, that shit is a ridiculous confidence booster when like somebody just straight up stops you in the middle of you just walking
Oh,
around
you had to
cons,
get a
like,
picture
"Yeah, can we
taken?
get a picture of you?" Yeah, exactly. And like when I was
Yeah.
doing the Inosuke one, that was an especially big confidence booster because like I've honestly put on a little bit of winter weight right now, but I mean I usually am
Everyone's
pretty
got some
pretty
winter weight,
snatched, right?
though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm usually pretty snatched, right? And like I had this girl. It's like, hey, can I get a picture of you? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, cool, thank you. And like before she walked, she's like, yeah, I'm just getting a picture of all the hot cosplayers. And I'm like, oh, thank you for that.
Oh, there you go.
Exactly.
There
Like,
you go.
yeah, that's good. Like the fucking like the meme of the dude who's like touching his face with both of his hands, right, and just like with closed eyes.
my
You read
God.
like that meme format, and just like,
Oh, Jesus.
I love,
There-
I
the-
love
what-
that
what-
meme format. I love that meme format so
I,
much.
I think the best experience I had, right,
Mhm.
taking a picture with a cosplayer. It was
Mhm.
all right. So this is gonna be a weird story.
Mhm.
So I was at this one convention, and this goddamn shit was hot. But it was a group of these women. I guess they were My Little Pony cosplayers. They weren't like wearing fursuits or anything like that, but they were supposed to be like I forget what the fuck they were. There are these characters in the show that are supposed to be like stunt. And I get the Pegasus ones are supposed to be like stunt flyers or like the blue.
The
Wonderbolts. Yeah, the Wonderbolts.
The Wonderbolts, yeah.
Yeah, but they were all sexy versions of them, so they wore like skin
Hey.
tight suits. Like you know what I'm
Very
talking
nice.
about? Like the acrobat kind of leotards where like there's no leggings for it. It's just like it looks like a one piece bathing suit. So
Yeah,
like
I got
they
you.
were like, and they were fit as fuck. So like it was like tight on all the right places. And I was going around with my phone,
This guy, chat.
right,
This guy.
taking pictures of different like cosplayers and shit, asking
then
them
try
first,
not
of
to
course,
look
from,
like a
from my
total
Twitter at the
creep.
time. Because like I was taking pictures for the Twitter account I had. This is long before I became a content creator. And these group of girls were like, "Oh, you want to get a picture taken with us?" I'm like, sure. So like, one of the guys like, "Oh yeah, I'll hold your phone for you." And then one of them was like, the one girl was like, "You could put your arm around my waist if you want." I'm like, "What?"
This sounds like a setup.
I mean, some of them are just super down for that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
listen.
I'm like, "Are you
This-
sure?" It's just like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit."
All right, I'm just saying.
Obviously, you showered. I'm like, obviously,
Because
you showered.
I have a similar situation that I had when I went. The one time I went to what's the big one called? Not Comic Con. The big Anime Expo. The one year I went to Anime Expo, I had a similar thing happen here. I'll shoot the image right now.
But I did like the
There it
Keanu
is.
thing with it, though. I
ran into some bunny girls at Anime Expo.
Ooh, let me
And,
see this.
Yeah, they were very forthcoming with the photo.
I can see that. Ooh, god damn. All right, I'm gonna put this on stream here.
Oh, by all means, go ahead.
Alrighty. Oh shit, I gotta save this image first before I can put it on there. Damn you. Yeah, if you have any photos, feel free to share them, and I'll. Oh god, that's a big ass photo.
Absolutely. And
Prizes.
Chiro seemed curious about the Inosuke head. I do have some images of that as well. I can send over.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and put that on the stream, or in the chat.
Really do
Let's
wish
see.
we didn't like get a setup for that, you know?
We do.
Like
We'll have to figure something out.
yeah, like for us to
There you go.
be able to put
There we
images
go.
on there.
All right, there you go, Shiro. You can see the Inosuke cosplay.
Okay, there we go. Let me get that as well. Oh shit! Damn, that's a really good cosplay. Holy shit!
Oh dang,
Thank you.
you're ripped in this one.
Yeah, that was one of my better fit moments.
Yeah, you know what? There was this one.
I need to get back in shape. I need to start jogging again.
There was one YouTuber I met. He does like a lot of fitness like videos for like anime and shit. I don't know if you ever heard of Jack's Blade.
What was the name again? One more time.
Jack's Blade, I think his name was.
Jack's Blade. The name does sound vaguely familiar.
Yeah, he's like a personal trainer, but he does like a lot of like training analysis videos of different fictional characters for like anime and stuff.
How much stuff you gotta
I
do to
met
look
that
like
guy.
a Baki character?
Mhm.
Yeah, there we go. Those are really good cosplays, man.
Yeah. Oh, the
shit.
Miles. I forgot about the Miles Morales one for some reason, but that one was a
Oh
really good
shit,
one too.
that must have been a really good one. You know, Miles Morales.
Yeah, I managed to get the jacket with that had like
I was
the
a little
symbol on it.
disappointed that Miles Morales. I'm disappointed Miles Morales wasn't in Marvel Rivals yet.
He'll probably be in there at some point. Oh,
Well,
this is a funny one. It's one of my favorites from back in the day.
let's see.
One of those creative cosplayers I ran into.
Let me see here. Oh no! Oh,
That's
almost
good,
ready
right?
to throw hands.
Good
God.
times, good times.
Dude, Elmo looks so derpy. Oh my god.
Elmo is just like Elmo's doing some roid rage. He's ready to throw hands.
Love to see it.
I'll meet you in the Elmo will meet you in the parking lot of Waffle House.
The Waffle House parking lot is where all of the world's greatest warriors meet.
I still find it funny that the devs of Tekken, there were people requesting that they make one of the stages a Waffle House, and then the Tekken devs were like, okay, we will add it, but we need to research the cultural significance of this. And we will see. So hopefully they add Waffle House in a future
Look,
Tekken
okay,
game.
look.
If
All
they
I'm saying
do-
is, it's where all of the world's greatest warriors meet to do battle with one another. It's like, dude, Waffle House is peak.
Man, just looking through these images, God, I miss cosplaying so much. I had so many fun
I
memories.
want to get into cosplaying. It's just I haven't had the money nor the time to afford it.
Yeah, I was doing back when I really first started. I was doing like a lot of overtime, so I had plenty of disposable income to throw at getting like costumes set up and whatnot.
I've just got like I'm just socially just like people scare me, so I just don't think I could ever get into it.
I mean, the thing about cosplaying, going to conventions, is like usually there's a lot of really nice people there. You know, like nobody's really judgmental or anything like that. They're all just there to have a good time, and you know, as long as you're there to have a good time too, you'll probably find some people you can jive with.
Yeah, there's usually some
Everyone's
pretty
very
chill
friendly.
cosplayers.
Not to mention
and very
they just don't
respectful
really
too.
like
Like they're
going out in
always
public.
they always ask you first if they can like.
Oh,
you know,
Phalanx, thank you for the raid.
Look at
Oops,
your
sorry.
costume. Oh, hey, hi Raiders. Go ahead.
Hello, sorry.
Do the Raider. Do the Raider welcome.
Hey everybody, we're doing episode 21 of Schizzo Sessions here. How y'all doing, Raiders? What were you doing,
Hello.
Phalanx? Sorry, I didn't get the notification. I need to fix that because I never get the raid notification sound.
Are you using Botrix for it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I have something else. I have, like, it's weird. The notifications for my follows, like the wolf howl comes up, but then when I get raids, it doesn't come up.
Ooh,
I need to
have a wolf
fix
howl,
it.
too.
That's very bizarre.
Oh, you do?
It's not a wolf howl. It's a Zenogre howl that I use for my notification sounds. Though I mean,
Nice, that's
very
nice.
similar kind of thing. So
Yeah, but I'm just
because
gonna.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off
Zenogres
the
are
gist.
just wolf wyverns. So
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
that's
leave
true.
Jazz squaring up against Elmo
Yeah.
in the background here.
I have fought Elmo.
bitch.
Mhm.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh man. Fuck. Have you ever seen that one? Like, speaking of Sesame Street characters doing like weird, fucked up things, did you ever see that one scene in Family Guy where Lois is at a club? She goes to the bathroom and fucking she opens up a stall and it's Cookie Monster with the spoonful of
with
cookie
the-
dough and a lighter underneath. He goes, "Oh no, you caught me."
No, I was thinking that. I was thinking that.
Honestly,
I was thinking that one bit when Meg was doing bird calls and Big Bird showed up.
Oh,
He's just
yeah,
like, I
remember that
can't
one.
fly like other birds. I had to take the train to come over here. Make me sick, bitch. Like, Jesus.
You know, I've got to be honest with you guys. The Cookie Monsters, cookie addiction, I think it's overplayed.
Yeah. Remember when he was Veggie Monster for a little bit there? They made him green.
I don't remember that actually.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, they did that for a little while. You know what's really goddamn funny?
Mm.
Is the last and only funny thing Stephen Colbert ever did. When he still did the Colbert Report, he called out Cookie Monster, and they had Cookie Monster show up, and he said some shit. I was surprised the Jim Henson Company allowed him to say it. He goes, Steven, you don't understand. Me had really crazy time with cookies in 60s and 70s and 80s. Me was like the Robert Downey Jr. of cookies.
That's actually amazing. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Talking about how Elmo's his AA sponsor.
Okay, look, I know Stephen Colbert is kind of like he fell off.
A loser.
I know he kind of fell off, but like,
Maybe
you gotta admit,
maybe
you had some moments in the past, okay?
Absolutely.
He did.
Like,
You know what I think it is?
what?
He didn't have a
Oh,
character to
go
hide
ahead,
behind anymore, that's why.
Well, I was thinking it was just because like at the time it's like the internet wasn't such a big thing, so there wasn't going to be like a whole lot of clip sharing of that sort of thing, right? And you know, kids weren't up that late to watch the Colbert Report or whatever. So there was a minimal chance of kids actually seeing Cookie Monster say all that shit, right?
That is
that's
also
why
true.
They let it go through.
So
That is also true.
there was this one series he did for a bit there that always stood out for me called
Harvey Birdman.
No.
He was in that.
Wait, that was him?
it was like a
That was
series.
him.
That
He was
like,
the guy with the eye patch.
I think it was like a part of his show or something. I don't really know for sure what it was. I think it was called Clueless Gamer. He'd just play games
with,
and just make fun of them. It was
that
great.
was Conan O'Brien. That was Conan
was
O'Brien.
it Conan? Oh, never mind then. Stephen Colbert had
See,
nothing.
unlike Stephen, Conan O'Brien is actually funny.
Yeah, never mind. You know what? All these late night talk show hosts, they all look the same to me.
See, we're different though. We don't look the same.
Alright, they all, like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be racist to late night talk show hosts, but they all
I'm
come
sorry,
off like the exact same
you
person.
can't be racist to fake journalists.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's like when
Alright,
Pippa said you can't be racist to Italians.
Did she?
Look, I'm just saying,
said that, yeah.
I'm just saying,
Oh, you said Pippa, right? Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Pippa,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's extremely believable. Yeah. All right.
Pippa's a fucking gremlin, man.
anyways. Yeah, but seriously though, like, you know, all those talk show hosts, they just kind of blend together after all that.
They do. I'm gonna say this right now. I can't stand Jimmy Fallon.
I never really watched a whole lot of those like late night talk show hosts kind of shows. You know?
The only funny
really
thing
like
about
that.
Jimmy Fallon is when he like starts screeching over the hashtag Rip Jimmy Fallon trends that will pop up on Twitter every now and then. He'd be like, "I'm not dead."
Man, I need to get a hashtag rip going for myself. That might help me get some more numbers.
Oh my god. You should make like a fake controversy and be like, cancel Natsu Shiroi.
Look, Razor, that's how we do it. We gotta start like
You
big
have
beef.
to like say something. I don't know. You're gonna have to say like something. Cause you know the thing is,
Like
people
on-
are getting canceled over dumb shit that isn't even controversial.
All the time.
Then when you do something that's actually controversial, nobody cares.
I mean, this is true. Also, these are some really great cosplays here, Chaz.
No, they're very good. Like seriously.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying them.
Yeah. Let's see here.
How'd you meet Rosa?
Yeah, how did you meet Rosa? That was gonna be the next question. Sorry.
So it's funny. This was back when she was still a part of Haven X.
Oh yeah, the VTuber company. Yeah,
Oh, that's a while
Yeah.
back, wasn't it?
And
that's way back.
yeah. And the first one I interacted with actually wasn't Rosa. It was Koa.
Who's Ko?
Koa was the monkey girl VTuber that was.
Oh, I think I remember them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah, I
familiar.
remember she. I can't remember the exact. I remember the exact circumstances. She made a post on Twitter, and I replied to it, and that led to like a little like back and forth conversation, and we ended up I think exchanging follows, and I became aware of Haven X through that, right? And at one point, I think I just ended up DMing Rosa to, because I figured she's friend with Koa, she's probably cool, so make some conversation, see what's up. And we found out that we were both like big Souls heads, right? Because at that point I had played like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. We were both excited about Elden Ring and all that, so we were talking about it, and it's like, yeah, it's like, well, yo, we should hang out sometime, we can play some games or whatever, this, that, and the other. And it just kind of took off from there, to be honest.
Oh, that's
Been
awesome.
friends ever since.
That's pretty fucking cool. And Rose is really chill. It's funny. The funniest thing too, I used to lurk a lot on YouTube when she was like still going by Rosa and not Ginny now. And I think this is before when she was still working with that VTuber company too, which is fucking
remember
crazy.
how shocked you were when
Yeah,
because
you said Ginny, and I'm like, okay, who's Ginny? So I went to go look her up, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I remember her. Yeah. Yeah, that shit was like fucking surreal. It's still fucking surreal. You know?
Yeah, it's wild how you meet people. Like, seriously.
It is, especially people
Certainly
who
can
you were
be.
originally watching a long time ago. Yeah. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Rose is pretty cool though.
Yeah, she's cool.
Okay, I gotta say, you and Rose are both great company.
Oh, definitely. It's so much
Oh,
fun. It's
glad-
so much fun.
Glad to hear that. I truly am. I'm proud to be a friend to her, and I'm always happy to meet people who are fans of her just as I am.
Yeah. Let's see here. What was gonna say with the next question? Sorry, I'm scrolling up here.
So, what does it do you to run the Offensive Charm podcast?
Yes.
I don't really. I feel like we were just like at some point we're just like, hey, what if we tried doing a podcast? Just another like outlet for content creation. We can, talk about current events and game industry stuff, since we're all big into games. At the time, it was me, Rosa, and Miles. Miles David VT, a good friend of ours, dear little brother to me. And we did an episode, and Miles kind of dropped out immediately afterwards because he and Rosa ended up getting into it a few times during the session. He was just like, I don't know. He was like, I don't know if I'm really cut out for this after all. But then we brought Asta in, and Asta's a really good fit for the show, so that's pretty cool. And hey, don't let this get out too much. But we're actually looking into adding another host into the mix. Somewhat
really?
soon. So keep an eye out for that. I don't advanced details on that just yet. But there may be some changes coming up on the OCP pretty soon.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
excited about that.
You're getting a,
Oh, cool.
So there is
you're
that.
getting a number 4 in, or I guess Asta's getting replaced.
No, we never replace Asta. Asta's great.
Aren't
Love
you
that boy.
talking
It's
about like?
another one of my little.
Aren't you talking about like replacing Ginny with me after? I'm still going strong. She was starting to fall asleep over
I
there.
can't- That was just a joke. I can't take you from Razor. Razor still needs you.
Nah,
Yes.
That's true. I am needed.
Yeah, I remember you asking me about. I just noticed something. I remember you asking about the drinks, and I guess I never actually answered. But you know what? Dr. Pepper's actually that's pretty solid. That's a solid
Okay.
choice.
I think
Oh,
it's,
okay,
whenever-
then.
when I go by fast food places, usually what I get, because they don't have Cactus Cooler at fast
You
food
want to know
places,
something?
so-
You want to know
Dr.
something?
Pepper's
When I go
pretty
to
good.
fast food places, I don't get the drinks.
Mhm.
The drinks are a ripoff.
I mean, okay. So
can
here's
be.
the thing. I get what
No.
you're saying, Shiro. But listen, if you ask them to not put ice in it, they have to not put ice in it, and then you
that's
actually get
not-
the whole soda.
That's not what I'm talking about. The amount of money you could get the same amount of drink if you just ran over to Walmart, grabbed the 6-pack out of the like the freaking soda aisle, you would get like twice that.
Oh yeah, no,
for it.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
a
get
rip
it.
off.
I mean, cause I usually just
Yeah.
because you do a meal, right? So, like, cause I like getting like the side, like the fries
Never
or
get the
whatever,
meal.
and I usually just
Never
come.
get the meal.
No,
No, you just buy the.
is it actually? Is it actually
No, you buy the main thing and the side. Skip the drink. You save like $2.
Huh. Maybe I'll just have to start doing that. I mean, I've been trying to eat out less anyway, just, save money, go with like a healthier option at home, something like that,
Yeah, I
So,
tend
Yes,
to.
I am min-maxing fast food. I'm poor.
Fair enough. I mean, again, been doing a lot of overtime lately, so I can spare a couple of trips to a Panda Express or whatever, and not be too beat up about it, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't afford to do it.
I get you.
Do it anyway sometimes.
No, I do get you.
I've been avoiding
the
fast food just because
serotonin.
it's expensive as fuck.
I need the serotonin and the occasional kind of full meal. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I do get it for sure.
Let's see here.
How does it feel to have so many unique guests on your show?
Yes.
So a lot of that.
I met
is
a lot of
definitely thanks
freaks
to
and
Rosa, 'cause
weirdos, so
she-
they were unique.
Yeah.
Wow, Shiroi.
I will say that we have Rosa to thank for that, because she just knows pretty much everybody somehow. we get a lot of interesting
Definitely gets
guests
around.
from her connections, yeah, like Arch and Dev and and I got a few guests of my own in there, like
Dev
like
was a
Emerata,
surprise. Dev was a surprise.
That was a
well,
surprise.
yeah. So apparently, how that worked was that Rosa met Dev through Arch, because Rosa had met Arch first, and of course Dev is one of the somewhat consistent hosts on the
I always
Archcast.
forget that
So,
he's
yes.
on Archcast.
Yeah,
I always forget he's on
So they're-
Archcast, and then it's like I know like two people who know Arch, so it's like I guess like 3 people, but whatever.
No, I got you.
Then again,
so
I don't
yeah,
watch
that's how they know each other, and then through like those bigger ones, Rosa got to know like Camelot. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's a fairly
don't
larger
know.
creator as well. Yeah, he's on the upper end. He's around like Dev and Arch territory. Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, God bless you.
But yeah, we have some bigger ones. We've had some smaller ones. Like, of course, you two have both been guests on the podcast as well. We've had
Yes.
some friends on. We met some people who were like-minded. Because the way our podcast is, we kind of have to find guests who are like down to talk about the stuff that we talk about from the perspective that we usually talk about these things from, which can be a bit of a challenge in the VTuber space, especially.
Yeah,
because
there's
it's a-
some
VTuber
very-
space
very-
has some very
leans a little more
uptight
liberal,
people.
typically.
It's very
Yeah.
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 I won't even say liberal. I would
Um,
just say very. They're very like safe.
Yeah. Which I mean, because like the way as rabid as people can be on Twitter and whatnot, I do kind of get it. But yeah, we kind of moved past giving a shit about that sort
the
of
day
thing.
that you
So usually when we
learn
go,
that Twitter
gotta-
doesn't matter, that is the day that you are truly liberated.
you are free.
Yes.
The day that maybe
Just-
you can just straight up say a racial slur on stream and realize nobody cares.
Yeah. It was like the day I accepted
Yeah, I don't
was
know
cringe.
about that one.
Say it, Razor. Say it. You know you
No.
want to. Nah, don't say it.
No.
Mhm.
What?
I mean, you know,
Oh.
Rosa, you be dropping all kinds of bombs on stream these
Oh,
days.
God.
So I don't
She
know-
drops more bombs than we dropped on Baghdad.
I
Yeah,
admit.
and
I
I'm
admit.
sure-
Sometimes I was just like, oh my god, can you say that? Just.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
you, you
I was
guys
kind of like
remember
looking
the
at Shira
whole.
sometimes, like, holy fuck, how much in trouble are we gonna be?
I'm sure you guys remember the whole like R word thing on Twitter. That was Rose's. Just like,
Dude,
what are
nobody
Rose's
Oh
cares.
yeah, I'm gonna
Nobody
be honest with you.
cares.
I say it because you know
Oh,
what?
okay.
It was okay when we said
No,
it in
I
the
say it
military.
too. I don't care. I don't care.
I was called
Okay.
out many
It's
times
not-
in the military, so I'm like, I'm still gonna fucking say it.
Yeah,
you
no,
know what?
I mean,
You
I'm
know
with
what?
you guys.
You know
I
what?
Hey,
think.
Cassius just said in chat, people be sensitive bitches. Yes, they do be.
If you
Yeah, no,
never,
I get you though.
Bitches.
I personally agree that like people getting upset about it always just seem kind of retarded to me. So
yeah,
Mhm.
it's what it is.
if you've lived your entire life and never once made your dad so angry at you that he just straight up asked, "What are you, retarded or something?" That you have lived a very unfulfilled life. You may as well be dead already.
You've lived a very boring life.
Yes. Very unfulfilled, very boring.
Yes.
You
know,
lost.
like a lot of people are very stuck up about shit nowadays. Like people have such a fucking
You want to
18-inch
know?
long stick up their ass.
Do you want to know why I think
Mhm.
that is?
Why?
The reason why I think that
Yeah, why?
is because everybody is so obsessed with making it,
Looking like the good person.
with being
Oh.
big,
Oh yeah, looking
with
like a good
being-
person too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure, it's virtue signaling, but alongside, but I think it comes from the fact that people, they are so desperate to succeed and be like the biggest thing ever that they just can't help but just like the moment that anybody even so much as like the moment that
People
anybody
are-
even they think that if they don't dogpile, that makes it less likely, that makes it more likely for them to be accused and worthy of being dogpiled later. And the fact of the matter is,
Yeah.
you're not.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah,
And Cassius in chat just said it. People are obsessed with being victims.
Oh yeah, that
Hey,
too.
Lang, what's
that
up?
too. But like, I think on a deeper level, like in the VTubing scene especially, because everybody's over here being like, okay, well, I want to be potentially, I want to be hireable, long term. You know?
I'm gonna be real. I used to want to be part of a VTuber company,
Okay, Razor.
but I'm gonna be real. Seeing how the corporations are going, I don't
No.
want to be part of one.
Here's
and-
why
and-
you
and
want
the
to be a
lack of
part of a
creative
VTuber
freedom.
company. Here's why you want to be a part of a VTuber company. You want to be a part of a VTuber company.
Hmm.
You want to
That
Be
brand
there for, like,
recognition.
1-2 years, okay? You build up an audience, people love
Okay.
you, and then you do something
And
and
then
have
you
like
graduate for creative
horrible
differences.
falling out with the company. And then you graduate
Okay.
to millions of people screaming your name, and then you double your audience on your roommate account.
Oh, there you go.
No,
And
okay.
I would say you probably like get your own character and such sorted before joining a brand though, and then make sure you get
Yeah.
in writing that you get to keep your shit when you leave.
Case in point.
Well, that's the one thing I don't like with a lot of these VTuber companies, because it's like not being able to use that model again is just a waste of resources,
It's
and it's a
sad,
waste of good
honestly.
art.
But it's the nature
I'll
of
say this.
graduation. Not all things are
I
meant
would
to last
rather-
forever.
Right. I would rather a corpo VTuber graduate than have them be replaced by somebody else. Like, look what happened to Q's New Eye. I think Q's New Eye has been
Oh
replaced
God!
like
Like
twice.
3 times. Yeah, we're like I think like the third.
Has it been 3
VTuber.
times now? I know the first Q's New Eye like came out and said they were treated like shit,
Which is
and,
really
and
sad.
now
'cause
they're
she
just
was
a regular face cam
like
streamer.
she was like one of the first VTubers, which is like the weirdest thing when you think
Yes,
about
she
it.
was, and she got fucked over. She got fucked over bad.
I imagine there wasn't much precedence for
Yeah, but
that
anyways,
sort
that
of
was
thing. So
a.
the,
Yeah,
the, those,
unfortunately.
That was probably a black
those in
company.
power over her were
Oh, yeah,
able to get
absolutely.
away with all kinds of stupid shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was saying, anyways, as
Fucking,
I was saying earlier, case in point,
Mm.
Doki Bird.
Doki Bird,
yeah,
she
that whole thing was rough.
She walked away with so
was a
many
great
more
success
followers
story.
after that.
Yeah, like she went through it, but she's definitely doing pretty great these days.
I'm
And that's
gonna
why
say
I
this
put in an
re-
application with Niji Sanji.
I'm gonna say this right now. Any color. I'm gonna say
No,
this right
Niji
now.
Sanji's the best.
Let me,
the best
no.
corpo.
Let me adjust my mic. Let me adjust my mic because I'm gonna say some shit. I'm gonna say
Oh.
some really
Oh.
nasty shit.
Oh.
Fuck Vox Akuma. And fuck that little femboy piece of shit with the vomit-colored hair, UK Violetta. By the way, did you know
was the one
that
that
in
was
the
just, like,
Hawaiian
super racist to
language?
white people?
Oh, that was UK.
UK.
By the way,
Okay.
by the way, in Hawaiian, UK means smelly, unwashed vagina.
I did not know that. And
So
I really
UK,
doubt he
if
knew
you're
it
gonna
either.
get, if somehow this clip, if someone clips this and somehow it gets to UK Violetta, hey UK, you can suck my 7-inch long, pale Irish Italian American schlong and choke on it. Fuck you.
7 inches, impressive. Well done.
I don't know what's impressive. So, you know.
That's 7 inches is pretty good.
Oh,
That is.
Okay.
8 is too much.
8 is probably too.
A lot of women say it is too much.
And like, and then like if you hit a foot, you know, that's when like
7 is like a
pass
Goldilocks. It's just right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like the porn comics always show you, it's like, oh, they love it when you hit the
they always have like
cervix.
the massive
no, they
whopper dongs. No, they don't. It hurts like a
Yeah.
motherfucker for a woman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, what was I gonna say here? Oh yeah, so advice for those trying to run their own podcast. Because I know we run a podcast, you've run a podcast, so.
and we can definitely
feel
use
like
some
I'm not-
advice.
Considering our podcast hasn't even become monetized yet, I feel like I'm not the right person to give advice. But I
This
mean,
doesn't either.
I suppose the best thing I know to do, and this is kind of just like a content creator thing in general, is just be consistent, right? I mean, talk about things that people will find interesting, and we like to have the audience actually help us with that. Like, we have a channel in the Discord where people can send us stories that they are interested in, that they might want to hear us talk about. So I usually add some of those to the docket. Not all of them make it in, but a few of those here and there definitely helps to let people feel like they're actually part of the process. Especially with the way we do the like how we do like the naming of the podcasts. And how we just we come up with suggestions as we go through, and at the end we let the audience vote on what they think the podcast title should be.
Maybe we should start doing
And that's
that.
like the tradition.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it makes for a nice little a nice little eye catcher on the VODs after the fact, right?
I am thinking of. Oops, go ahead.
What was yesterday's fucking title? Nothing beats off goon marketing. Was the title that we ended up going with on that one.
I mean, goon marketing is good. I mean, look at Zenla Zone Zero. Look how good that did. Look how good Girls Frontline 2 did.
I know,
I mean,
no, because we were talking about Marvel Rivals and the fact that those models are a little more detailed,
thicker
than people thought they were going to be once they actually ripped them, right? So it's
Yeah.
Netties knew what was
sorry.
going to happen, and they prepared accordingly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In my opinion, it feels to me like the company that's less. I feel like it's less. It comes off more like it is just kind of more so them begging, please make porn of this.
I mean,
Please
hey,
make porn of this. Come on, make porn of this.
Porn, I notice, is good for
people
stock
will
prices.
look up your game. People will look up your game if you based on how much porn of that game. there is,
go-
I just-
it happens.
I just don't like it because it's like I don't like it when the corporate guys catch on because it's gonna eventually just start like devolving further. It makes it worse.
No,
in the long run.
I get you. Here's the thing. I don't think it's actually that's actually what's happening.
It makes it
the
feel
way the models turned
inauthentic.
out. Yeah, I get you, but I don't think that's actually what's happening. That was me like joking about like them leaning into it. I don't think that's actually what happened there. I think maybe that's just how they do their models over there or something. But I don't think
that
they're
is also a
actually like
possibility.
trying to goad fans into making porn so they can get more.
I will say
get more
though, I do
traction.
like the character designs for Marvel
they're really
Rivals.
nice.
They're really fucking nice.
Super solid.
You know
'Cause
what's
we
funny?
were talking about like realism versus just like a really good stylized art style, and that is that's a massive example of a stylized
Oh, I
but
love
like
it.
really
I love a
nicely
good
stylized
style.
art style will
Yeah.
beat realism every day of the week.
By the
Not
way,
any day of the week,
actually-
every day of the week.
Oh yeah. By the way, Jazz. So I
Yes.
was asking Shirai this. Would you like to play Marvel Rivals with me and Shirai sometime on stream? Maybe
Yeah.
get Rose involved too. A few
That's
others.
the thing. That's the thing. We were talking about it on the podcast. Me and Asta and Rosa was like, oh yeah. Rosa is actually somewhat interested in the game now. The way me and Asta were talking about it, because we both played some, and she's actually kind of interested in checking out, like, mostly because of the synergy effect thing, that mechanic where like characters can synergize with each other and whatnot.
Oh yeah, like different
she
characters.
thought that was
you
really
can do a
interesting.
team up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine's
Yeah,
so
she
much
thought
fun
that
to play as.
Yeah, she thought that was really interesting. So she was like, "Oh yeah, maybe I'll check it out. And we can get a team together of like people we actually know and go in and see what we can do."
Yeah.
And
It's been
somebody
fun
clicked
playing
it.
it with other people. Yeah, somebody
Yeah,
did.
somebody-
I
Just-
gave
just,
Lang the go ahead.
Just make sure to, just make sure to like at the guy in it when you post it to Twitter.
Oh god, I
For
actually
sure.
tried to add him on Twitter with the last time I did an edit where it's his face faded out with the Urban Dictionary definition of UK, where it says UK, Hawaiian term for smelly unwashed vagina. And I never got a response, but I did get a bunch of unfollows on Twitter, and I'm like,
Well,
I don't
you're not
care.
gonna get a response, Razor. You're not. The truth is, we're not worth responding to.
And you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. You know what's funny though? I've never gotten a negative response from a Niji sister, but I have gotten bad responses from fruit fans, from fans of Fruit Apricot, and I've gotten a shitload of negative responses from fucking what's the name of the one bitch? Tricky, yeah.
For what it's worth, honestly, there's
From
really
her fans.
not much. Yeah, like when it comes to fruit, it's like nothing is lost.
Well, the thing is
Nothing's
with fruit,
lost.
it's very low hanging.
That is true
Mhm.
as well. And I mean very low hanging,
Yeah.
like you can you just
Like in the words of Ghost Politics,
you gotta
lower than a
bend
leprechaun's
down to
nutsack.
pick it, Like that's how low hanging it is.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, I still love that one meme where it's like the POV, you are a you are a service member who just got home from deployment, and they got the heartbeat sensor from Modern Warfare 2, and there's two dots, and you just see fruit in the bedroom, and then like there's another dot implicating there's someone hiding in the closet because she
I guess.
cheated on her husband while he was on deployment.
That was really screwed up.
Fucking
That was
bitch.
really screwed up. Like that was really messed up.
Listen,
Because you guys are you're ex-military, right?
yes, I am.
So I guess that one kind of hit you a bit personally.
Yeah, I know a lot of good people who were cheated
Oh, gone
on
through the
by
same
their
thing?
ungrateful spouses while they were away.
That's rough.
And not even while they were away, while they were still stateside. It's like, the fuck, man?
To a degree, it
Like,
almost
I-
makes you wonder if maybe they really should make a law about it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it really sucks for service members.
They seem to be
I-
socially stigmatized.
By the way,
a lot more.
that fat bitch Frogan.
Mhm.
Fuck her.
Frogan,
Not
that was-
literally,
that's her-
she's
that's
too
her
ugly.
name.
And Mia Khalifa, well, I'd say fuck that bitch, but I feel like half the planet already has.
Yeah.
But she said similar
Ayo.
comments, so
Yep,
yeah.
I do recall.
It's like you're gonna shit on the same people who fought ISIS, the terrorist organization that wanted your head on a fucking platter. Because you were
after-
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just that's like a sheep. That's like sheep making fun of the sheepdog when the sheepdog is trying to keep them safe from the literal fucking wolves. It's
Why
just
do I
like,
have
Yeah,
a
no,
feeling?
that's
Why do
it.
I have a feeling that's like somebody's made a political cartoon featuring that?
oh, they have done that. They've done that many times. Yeah, it was like hens.
It's very similar energy to the whole chickens for KFC bit that happened.
Yeah.
LGBT for Palestine and all that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you guys do know they handcuff y'all behind your back and throw you off of a tall building, and they make it a spectator event. It's like, and it's the same thing with people who support like communism, because it's like you do know like Che Guevara was like a massive homophobe,
Love watching me a good old public execution.
and he put gay people in gulags and shit.
I mean, the thing about cults, Razor, is that the logic usually doesn't line up very well.
That is very true. That is very
Some
very true.
people just don't. Some people just don't really think about the long-term consequences of their decisions.
Speaking of cults and how they fuck everything they touch, so what's your honest opinion on the current state of entertainment and nerd culture?
You know, it's been really annoying for a long time, and this year has been very forward-facing with how stupid it's been, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people have become a lot more aware of it. But that's kind of why I'm actually a little more hopeful about it, is because people have seemingly become a lot more aware of how bad things have gotten, and now it's, you know, it's really starting to be a thing where you can feel that vibe shifting the other way at this point, and we're kind of getting back to a more what's the word? Merit-focused kind of thing here is what it feels like. It feels like, yeah, we kind of need to sharpen our shit up here and really think about what we're trying to prioritize if we want to keep making money. Which at the end of the day, these are all businesses. They're making art, but the art needs to make money so they can keep making more art.
Yeah.
Right.
Like art and creative freedom is great and all, but money is also important.
Yeah. If you're a business and you're expecting people to buy it, which they are, they want people to buy this stuff, then they're gonna have to start making what people actually want to see, not just what they think they want to see or what they think they should want to see.
I wonder how the I wonder if any of the recent like kind of gains that have been made are going to start going into like some of the dubbing and all that. You know?
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know.
I'm talking like you know for
yeah.
foreign games specifically, like you know, like how bad like will the next Fire Emblem game be slightly less censored than Engage was?
Engage, I wasn't interested in Engage. I'm sorry. The character
Honestly,
with the fruit roll-up hair, I was like, no.
Honestly,
the
as
VTuber,
somebody
as
as somebody who played Engage, you missed nothing.
That's good. Okay.
I
but
kind
I'm
of wanted to
skipping
give it a
that one.
try at least, but okay.
I gave it a try. I bought the DLC, dude. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I just.
Not that bad.
Yeah, I just didn't like it.
Jesus.
I think part of the reason
Yikes.
I think part of the reason I didn't even get into it in the first place is because I never even finished Fates was the one before that, right?
Fire Emblem
No,
Fates.
Three Houses.
That was
Oh no,
for
Three
the
Houses.
3DS.
In my
Actually,
opinion,
I didn't finish either of them.
I love
actually.
Three Houses.
Oh Jesus, really?
I love Three Houses.
Yeah, I'm not because they're
I
long
need to
games,
play
they take
Three
a lot to
Houses.
do.
I have it for the
So-
Switch.
Three Houses I have no excuse for at all. But Fates ended up pissing me off because
Fates
what
is-
happened was I was
Pissed off a lot of people.
yeah. What happened with me specifically is that I was playing through I think it was Birthright is the one where you start with like the
Don't tell me you got
Eastern
stuck on
inspired
Birthright,
faction,
Jazz.
right?
Please don't tell me
No,
you
no,
got
I didn't-
stuck on Birthright.
Listen to me. Okay, so what happened was that I was just like building up units and building up their bonds and whatnot. And I was, you know, and I spent a good amount of time grinding all that out. But you may recall that Fates was kind of like the sort of game that didn't have an autosave, right? And I didn't remember it didn't have an autosave because I was so used to every game having a goddamn autosave.
Oh
And
no!
I went into the next. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. This wasn't even this one wasn't even my fault. This one even listen. It's not even my fault, right? Because I did all of that, right? And I boosted the I forget his name, but there's like one of the ninjas who's like your one of the first
Seizo,
units you get on your team.
Kaze.
I think it was the more polite one, so I think that was Seizo.
No, Seizo was he the one with the
I
mask?
sadly
or...
have not
'Cause-
played Fates.
The one that didn't have a mask on.
That's
because
Kaze.
I remember the
That's
guy.
Kaze.
Oh,
I know too
oh,
much
okay,
about
Kaze,
Fates. I have a lot of hours in Fates, by the way. It's still trash.
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
I remember you
Um,
said something about Corrin being foot fetish bait.
I freaking
Uh,
despise that character design so much.
Yeah,
I do
that
too.
was a whole thing. But anyway, the thing. So yeah, I did a bunch of grinding in like the little like pocket dimension you get to hang out in, and got a whole bunch of different S-links done. Got a few units married to each other, all that shit, right? And then I go into the next fight, and in that fight there is a story bit where Kaze just fucking dies, right? Like that's this like it happens in a cutscene. You can't do anything about it unless, because I looked it up after the fact. It's like oh, is he gonna come back later, or because like I just fucking boosted him and got him married and all that shit, right? So I'm gonna get him back, right? It's like I didn't actually no, I didn't get him married because like in order to no I did. I just didn't get him. I didn't get him to max bond with my main character,
It's
right?
so
And in
stupid.
order for him
Right.
to survive that, you have to have maxed your bond with him with your main character. If you didn't, he's dead forever. And I didn't save
I think
before
it's
doing
like that in all the
like
routes, too.
10 hours.
Oh,
It's like
no.
I did like
that in
10
all the
hours of
routes.
grinding, and then that happened, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to do all that shit again
Fuck
just to get
that.
him back. Fuck it. No. So yeah, I got so upset, and I just gave up on the game after that.
I understand that.
This is why liberal use of save states and just play the game in an emulator
Yeah.
like a normal person. This is
Yeah.
why
Well, I was playing on the Switch.
You know, it's funny how even Nintendo took the emulator
on the
pill.
Switch.
Oh, sorry. 3DS.
3DS. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot.
You gotta
It was
remember,
before
I'm
the
like
Switch,
I'm like a very big Fire Emblem fan. I've like played every game. I just recently got done with the playthrough of Mystery of the Emblem, like on the SNES.
Here will not give me a break for liking Awakening.
I will not. No, never.
Shirei, it was my
I
first
liked it.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah, it was mine. It was my first one too.
Yeah,
I
it was
liked
a lot of
Awakening, you know?
people's first Fire Emblem. You know what my first Fire Emblem was? Sacred Stones.
The one.
And people make
okay,
fun of me for
yeah.
that one. So there.
Okay, Grandma. Anywho.
Alright, get good.
Oh god. So
It's
let's
just-
see.
I took too long to jump into that series, I suppose.
Alright.
Oh,
we
Helldiver's
in
got
GameCube
another
I had a game.
emulation.
I had a GameCube. I had a GameCube. Alright, I
We in
could have played
GameCube
fucking
emulation
Radiant
is
Dawn
easy.
or whatever that was.
You have no excuse.
Is it Radiant Dawn I'm thinking of that was on the
Path
GameCube?
of Radiance is on the GameCube.
Path of Radiance. That's the one.
Wasn't
I
that
knew
the
it was Radi-
first one that was like
it was
a real
Radiant something.
time?
No.
Or was
none
that
of
for the
them are-
Wii?
No, none of them are real time.
None of them are real time.
Yeah,
They're
they're all
all like
strategy games,
grid-based
yeah.
strategy. Grid-based
Oh,
turn-based strategy.
okay.
Yeah.
Razor Dragonwolf in chat just said that Helldiver's got an update. They now have cars and new enemy, and there's zombies now in the game.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, zombies.
Really? Let me
Dude, I
look this
gotta
up.
verify this. I gotta verify this.
All right. Oh, dude. Yo, Jazz, you should play with us for Helldivers.
I would be down. I would love to get back into Helldivers, honestly, because I've heard it's
Shit.
managed to turn
Oh.
things around.
Yeah.
Oh, frick! Dude, I see something there. It looks like Illuminated.
Oh, really?
Like a what now?
Oh, God, the Illuminids came
Oh.
back. They were from the first game.
Oh yeah, that was the
Oh,
faction people were
frick!
talking about for the longest
Alright.
time. They were saying they were gonna.
And a
back into
four-person
the game.
vehicle.
Razor?
Ooh.
Razor?
A Jeep-like car can be found in new urban areas. They have urban maps now.
Are we ending the podcast right now?
Reese!
Yeah.
Are you free
I can make myself free tomorrow. I mean, Chad, do you mind if I just move anime night to movie night again, and we just have a hybrid of the two
I
for
mean,
Saturday?
wait. Yeah, like, I'll be honest with you. I might stream tomorrow. I don't normally stream on Fridays, but I might stream tomorrow.
Hey, Gamer Queen, what's up? Yeah.
I wish
Yeah,
I
I
could join
might
in.
stream
but
tomorrow. Oh, you gotta work.
Yeah, like I said, I work
Ah,
weekends,
shit.
so that includes Friday. I mean, if you guys are still, if you guys are somehow still at it by the time I get home from work, which is gonna be kind of late, then I mean, I'd join in for a little bit.
I mean, probably because I don't go to work till like 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. I'm actually gonna be Santa Claus at work.
Wait,
Yeah.
dude, is
Okay.
this for
Yeah,
real?
I mean, I'll just. Cause wait, are you guys EST?
Yes.
I'm CST,
Okay, yeah. So
but
okay, so
I
for
can
you,
go
by
by
the time I
EST
get home, it's gonna
Friday.
be. Yeah,
Like
it's
an
gonna
hour,
be 9:30
like an
for you,
hour
and then
before.
for for you, Razor, it's gonna be 10:30 by the time I get home.
I
Yeah.
will be playing way too much of games with you, it seems, Jazz.
You know what? I'm down. You know, I'm always down to make new friends.
I'm
and
also-
Yeah,
actually hang out with them.
I've been meaning
know,
to do
'cause, like-
more stuff with you to begin with anyway, Jazz.
Yeah, because making new friends is easy. Actually, getting the time to do stuff with those new friends, that's the hard part.
That's the hard part. Yeah, that's always the hard part. But yeah. Apparently GTA 6 got most anticipated game award.
Did it?
I
I'm so
don't know how I
surprised.
feel. Oh,
I'm so
Power
surprised
World?
I'm
that
not
that happened.
surprised.
That's crazy.
Razor, there's a very good reason why people are so excited for GTA 6, okay?
So
I-
real quick, Shiro. I was I
I
getting
just
across the
want another
sarcasm
app.
when I said that? I was,
Huh?
right?
What was that?
What was that?
When I was getting across the sarcasm when I said I was really surprised, right? Or was that not coming across? I just want to make sure.
Oh, I'm just saying, I'm really excited for another
I was being-
episode of Republican Space Rangers to come out. I've been waiting 10 years
I'm-
for that.
I'll be honest. I'm more excited for fucking
Republican Space
and
Rangers?
Yeah.
wait.
Have
Oh,
you
I-
never
is
seen
that like-
Republican Space Rangers, Razor?
I have
that like a
not.
GTA
No, I'm gonna have
thing?
to check it out.
So is that GTA related?
Okay,
somehow?
yes, it's oh my god. Okay, so in GTA you can watch TV. You can watch TV.
Hmm.
There's like actual like, stuff that plays on
Oh,
the TV.
yeah, there's a... Yeah.
I just want another
Um,
episode of Republican Space Rangers.
Oh my god. Also, Dragon Wolf just said that Pal World is adding the M1 Garen to the game, and they added the M4 too.
Oh god. Dude, it's like really cold, but it's also I'm struggling to keep it like at a decent temp. It gets too hot and I'm starting to sweat now.
Yeah, that's...
Dude, you know how
That's an
dangerous this
unfortunate
is?
thing with
I
temperature
could die! I could die! That's how bad this is! I could die!
Please do not die.
It's not a
Do not
choice! I
die.
could die!
Oh dear God. Let's see. What was the next question? Oh yeah. So what direction do you see pop culture going in the near future? With all the weird stuff that's been going on this
Well, like I said, I
past year.
think it's gonna like in terms of just like necessity of actually making a profit. I think we're gonna start going back to what appeals to the actual wider audience. You know, like the normal people. I could say,
Right.
you know, to a certain extent. You know, we're gonna stop seeing so much niche stuff. You know, maybe Disney will start going back to appealing to families again. You know, that sort of thing.
I don't know.
That'll never
It's
happen.
been
Well,
so
except for Star Wars. Star Wars is gonna be gay forever until it dies. So
Star Wars hasn't been good for a while,
Yeah,
and you know
Star
what? It's
Wars-
funny.
yeah, Star Wars is doomed.
I told people, oh my god, I remember it was Halloween of 2012 when I saw the thing on my iPhone about Disney officially buying Star Wars. And I looked to some of the guys in my unit. I said, "Oh, so Disney bought Star Wars," and they're like, "Oh, God. They're like, oh, that's good. Then maybe we'll actually get some good movies." And I was like,
No.
I looked at him. I said, "Look, Disney doesn't like to try risky things," and I told them it's gonna be shit. And by the time Disney is done with Star Wars, you're gonna be on your knees begging for George Lucas.
Isn't that what
Before
Razor
the
Fist
end.
said?
Mhm.
Or- and like a lot of people said.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, it's like so many years later you come back and it's like, wow, I can't believe Disney actually managed to make people look back fondly on the prequels.
The Last Jedi made me so fucking angry.
Yeah.
It took so much
It's
self-control to keep me from wanting to throw shit at the fucking screen at the theater. I was just like, what is this bullshit? The way I compared it, the way, I don't know if you know who Doomcock is. Have you ever seen him, by the way?
Doomcock? Yeah.
S-
Where's
yeah.
like the metal
king
helmet
of
guy,
Cope
right?
himself.
Yeah. Doomcock said, and I quote, it was like watching your best friend get violated in a prison shower and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, so watching Joker 2.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I heard that was fucking horrible. You know, I feel like this year there was so much mediocrity with just a lot of movies and shows and games.
Dude,
I
everybody's
think
phoning
this
in
is the
now.
year. This is the year I think everybody has snapped and said we cannot fucking take it anymore.
Mhm.
Like, for real. Like, what was it? What's that new fucking Star Wars show? I didn't even know it was a thing until I saw an ad on it on a nearby bus when I was on my way to work. Called
I
Skeleton
remember.
Crew. I knew nothing about it. See, that's how dead Star Wars is as a fucking brand.
It's the one with the kids, right? Because I feel like I saw like somebody.
I
doing a
have no
review
idea.
for it.
But everything's got fucking kids in it now. But like, it
You know,
it was so bad. Apparently, like it was worse than the last Star Wars show they fucking did. What was it fucking called? Acolyte.
oh god, the acolyte.
Yeah, with the Jedi having forced sex and stupid shit like that.
Ah!
Oh
What
my
did I
god! You
miss?
know,
What
yeah, apparently
what?
that Star Wars show, The Acolyte. Yes, there is a scene where two Jedi are having sex using the Force.
It's something.
It was like I think it was like
It's
two
certainly something.
female Jedi having Force sex, and then all of a sudden they got pregnant, or some shit. There's some weird shit like that, and then
Okay,
the other thing they did apparently they ruined. All right, there was the cool. Like I can't stand Star Wars fans who suck Disney's dick, and they've been fans for like
I
a
love
long
corporate
time.
bootlickers. It's fun to watch.
They
'em.
got
Mhm.
they were clapping like a bunch of mentally retarded seals going, "Ah yes, he got rid of the expanding universe. Oh boy, all that junk is gone now.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Now we have
Yeah,
a
they
new
started-
Disney canon." No, that was your canon. I'm sorry. That shit was canon. Lucas gave that the go ahead. Dude, the expanding universe had some weird shit like the
Okay.
Yuzon Bong, which were more
Well-
like Star Trek villains than Star Wars villains, but like there was some cool shit in the expanding universe.
I mean, they
What?
ended up reusing it anyway in
Star
the
Wars-
acolyte.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
but
they made
worse.
it shittier.
But
Than,
worse.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's the
Shittier
thing
than
that
it
I
was.
really hate as well about it. They get rid of the expanded universe just so that they have an excuse to hype up bringing it back, but worse. Character assassinating Thrawn by making him a freaking idiot. Then you also
Yeah,
throw
that
in
was Mandalorian, right? Or was
uh,
that no? Those are the Ahsoka
Rebels,
show.
Mandalorian,
Mandalorian
Ahsoka,
was
whichever.
good.
It was all the same.
Mandalorian was good until season 3.
Yeah, I didn't.
The,
bother
the
to go
way
back and watch
Book
it
of
after
Boba
season
Fett
2.
ended, where Grogu came back, I'm like, no, fucking no, god damn it.
Razor,
'Cause
he's too marketable.
Here's the fucking thing. I remember Doomcock. He used to love the Grogu character, and then after that, he got so fucking mad. He goes, "Listen, he's like, I'm getting sick and fucking tired of the cutesy fucking act with Grogu." He goes,
Dude,
I don't give
I-
a fuck if you're still technically considered a baby by the standards of your species.
he is very kickable.
But if you are over 111 years fucking old and you're still obsessed with eating frogs and playing with balls, you aren't a child. You're just mentally fucking deficient.
It's a bit of like the elf problem, right? It's
I
like
am
yeah,
not-
the elves will still like grow at a normal rate, and then they'll like once they're in their 20s, then it's like they stop physically aging, but they're still like they should still be
He was
mentally
50.
aging. at that point.
Oh, okay. Still, regardless, for fucking regardless, man. And you know what? I hate Star Wars now. I hate
That
it
does-
altogether because I'm gonna be honest with you. Mark fucking Hamill ruined it for me. All the stupid shit he said on Twitter, man.
Mark
fucking
Hamill single-handedly did.
Mark
irreparable
Hamill has a
damage
very
to the
punchable
Star Wars
fucking
brand.
face. He's got a very
Yeah.
punchable face.
Also,
Really, what does that say about like a species where like their what's it called, their baby period is just drawn out over like so many fucking years, like their build takes so long.
It's Hollywood merchandising. That's what the fuck that
I
shit
feel
is.
like it's one of those things where just like from a, like even then I feel like there's still gotta be some kind of progress, you know?
Yoda was over 1,000 years old.
Yeah,
seriously.
Yoda was incredibly old.
Okay.
The
They
species is
just
supposed
need.
to be long-lived, but
I just. You know what? the only thing Star Wars that's good are like parodies of Star Wars anymore. They just need to make a stoner parody of Star Wars where just Han Solo is like ripping up a bong in the fucking cockpit of the Falcon and hand it over to Chewie, and he starts coughing. He's like, "Oh, that's some good shit, Chewie." That was good.
Thank you. Thank you. The whole thing about being a vocalist is I can do all kinds of stupid shit with my voice now. So
problem that I have with Star Wars nowadays is how like you can't make anything without there being some marketable mascot.
Yeah, that's true.
Freaky
you know, maybe
Jedi Fallen Order had a marketable mascot. That little droid guy.
What if? Yeah.
What
if we did it? What if we?
Marketable mascot.
Oh yeah,
Everything
the
has to
commander
have
droid with the school shooter jacket.
No. The little lizard thing.
Oh, axolotl thing. Yeah.
You got it's everything has to be marketable. You have to have
By the
something
way,
that you can make plushies out of.
that's another thing I'm gonna say. Now that you brought up Outlaws, I am so sick of seeing women with the Buzz Lightyear Giga Chad jaw.
For a second, I thought that was where the sentence was gonna end. It's like I'm so sick of seeing women.
I hate seeing women
No,
too.
it's not even that. It's not even that. Although I will say this with Star Wars, man, like Disney is one of the dumbest fucking companies out there. Cause like I'm gonna be real, Disney failed as a fucking brand for a very long time. You know why? When I growing up in the '90s and the 2000s, I was never a big Disney fan, and my cousins and shit would ask me, "Well, why, Razor? Why don't you like Disney?" I say, "Cause Disney's for fucking girls." And they're like, "But there's Aladdin." I'm like, "Yeah, it's about a boy who wants to kiss a pretty princess."
Aladdin looks
Aladdin
like a
was
male
my shit when I was
stripper.
a
What are
kid.
you talking about? This.
Yeah, it
But
is.
still,
For girls.
it had
is a girl's
it
brand.
had girly undertones. It was mostly a love story.
Yeah, no,
Let's be
it's all
fucking
right.
real.
It's all right.
Razor's the new hunters for Borderlands 4 looks so ugly. They showed off the new Vault Hunters. Oh, is it from the Game Awards? Did the Game Awards show them off?
You know what? Borderlands is dead.
Yeah, no, I don't. I stopped giving a shit after Borderlands 3. I didn't
Listen,
even go back for the DLC.
you know what's funny? The only games now that are giving people what they want, like giving conventionally attractive characters, are fucking gacha games. Zenless Zone Zero, Girls Frontline. Dude, Girls Frontline, the fucking male character lead, if you choose to be the male commander, he looks like a fucking Giga Chad.
Yeah, like we were talking about GTA a minute ago. It's like I'm not excited for GTA. I'm excited for anime Spider-Man GTA. Though I believe they call it Ananta these days.
Ananta?
Ananta, yeah. Project Mugen is they got.
Oh, that new gacha game that's coming out. It's gonna be open world. Yeah, that's like fucking crazy looking.
Yeah, you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah. My only thing with gacha games, some of these settings they have are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I would like to have a game with like these cool looking, conventionally attractive characters. Right? If only I didn't have to constantly shell out a shitload of money to gamble for them. You know,
it would be nice if like when they make these gacha games and make all the ridiculous amount of gacha money that they put that towards just like an actual game I can just pay $60 for.
Like,
and just have a...
That's not gonna happen
right now,
though. So long as you buy the gacha, they're gonna keep selling you gachas.
Actually, let me look this up. So Arena Breakout, I've been getting into the extraction shooter genre of games. And apparently they're doing a Girls Frontline event for this game called Arena Breakout. And I don't know when the collab starts. I think it's already going on, but I definitely want to play it while the collab's going on. Now, the thing is with this game, it's free. My only caveat with this game, you can pay actual money to buy the equipment, which defeats the whole purpose of an extraction shooter. You are supposed to earn the equipment.
Yeah, that's fucked. Because like
that is fucked.
And I guess that has been a gacha game thing for a while now. Like when you buy the limited weapon banners, right? W engines, all that shit.
Yeah.
Buying equipment has been a thing in gacha games for a minute now.
I just What I fucking hate with MiHoYo, they ruined Gacha because like Girls Frontline, the first one, dude. If you ever play the first one, the gameplay isn't as
Probably
good
never,
as the new one, but man, they were so fucking generous, dude. I put so many hours into the first Girls Frontline. I didn't have to spend a whole lot of money. Only time I ever did is because I wanted to do more gacha pulls. And even then, without that, you could still do as many gacha pulls as you wanted as long as you were smart with your resources and you just kept playing the game. And the game kept throwing resources at you just for playing the fucking game. And the milestones, you'd reach a milestone like every other mission you'd complete playing the game.
Yeah,
it was great.
It's nice when you have a situation like that where you can
But
just
now,
yeah.
thanks to fucking MiHoYo, I'm sorry, MiHoYo made the gacha game market super fucking greedy. Like more greedy than it already was, and I can't. Like I don't like the Genshin Impact style gacha system for Girls Frontline 2.
To a degree, I kind of feel like a lot of like a Chinese gacha. I feel like it's kind of a bit similar to Western gacha in that regard.
Yeah.
Where
Western
they,
gacha?
yes, because okay, the thing about Western gacha is like I'm talking like Western, like like triple
Like
games,
what was
like
it,
COD,
Star Wars
stuff like
Heroes
that.
and shit.
Like the kinds of games where the game is designed to be ultimately disposable. And they're just trying to basically have a way to pump as much money out of the consumer as possible with one game.
They just want to make you broke.
I admit, I'm kind of curious about like I'd actually like to see I'd like to see an actual somebody go through the numbers, like overall, like how long does a gacha game last by country? You know what I mean? Because like you get like some like Japanese and Korean gacha games where like you're sitting like decades old and stuff like that, you know?
Fate Grand Order is never going to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
exactly.
I'm gonna say this right now. The I never played Nikkei, but man, the devs for Nikkei are absolutely fucking based. I remember because I think the owner of the company is a woman, and she made Stellar. They also made Stellar Blade, right? But they asked her. These Western fucking game journalists tried to like lambaste her for like the sexualization of Nikkei, and she just responded with, "They're like, well, how do you feel about your over-sexualized female characters in your gacha game?" And she responded with,
sexualized enough.
She's like, well, men and even women like big fat asses.
the Yoko Taro coded response. You love to see.
Yeah.
And you gotta make sure your response is as vulgar as possible.
People seem to forget that too. Like, it's not just like men that like the super sexy female characters. Women do too.
But it's easier to blame men for it.
Oh, I know it is.
Razor?
But you know, yeah, I know.
You gotta keep the women on side. Can't blame them for being horny ever. Even though they're
like,
oftentimes way hornier than men.
Right? Have you seen half the fucking female VTubers, man? Bow. Holy shit, that woman is so goddamn thirsty. You gotta keep her away with a fucking hose.
I mean, like even in like a broader kind of like. It's like, go ahead, Joe.
Like VTubers are just the horniest freaking people.
Oh, they are.
But
yeah, I mean, like in a general sense, right? Like fucking 50 Shades of Grey, man. That is like the most popular shit among women.
Oh,
ever.
it is, and it's the most degen shit.
Oh,
it's the most degen shit out
the
there.
most dubious consent kind of shit like you've ever seen.
There is a thing. There's a thing that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to mention ever because it's not socially acceptable to mention. People love talking about gooners when it's a dude. You know? They love talking about male
when
gooners.
It's a woman.
The female gooner crisis is real though. If you meet a girl and she says she reads, that is a red flag.
That means she reads degen shit. I mean, look at Fabio.
Yes.
I don't
it's
think
like
some of you
80%.
young people
Dude,
know who the fuck Fabio
ancient.
is.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
like some modern stuff here, dude.
Listen, Fabio isn't just a himbo, he was the himbo. He was
Yeah.
he was patient zero of
He was
himbo.
beautiful.
I was thinking of
Him and
something
Arnold
more.
Schwarzenegger.
I was thinking of something more contemporary though. Like
Yeah,
I think of the recent My Hero shit, right? And the whole thing with the Deku
Dude.
Baku Fujo rampage on Twitter, right?
It is.
It's like how can people see this image and not see the gay undertones? And it's fucking Bakugo holding Izuku down by his fucking face while grappling one of his arms, right? And it's like, you people are insane.
It is.
Oh yeah,
a-
they are.
It is a genuine crisis, and one that, in my opinion, I think really needs to be addressed because it's not good for people. And we really shouldn't be telling people that it's good, you know, or that it's even acceptable to, like, because you'll have someone and they will freaking read some of the most degen stuff in public.
Well, what was it? The other one, that woman like gooned over. Good example of female gooner culture. Look at Twilight.
Oh, Twilight.
Yeah.
50
Look at the
Shades?
Twilight.
But the fact of the matter is,
Look,
these are old.
nah. You
you're
gotta
bringing
look
up
at the
old,
woman.
old
No.
explanations,
You
Razor.
yeah, but still, no. But there are still women that
I'm
fucking goon over that
saying-
shit.
I'm
Look,
saying
listen, no,
it's
give me a sec.
worse.
Give me a second, Shirai. Give me a second, Shirai. You had so many of these lonely middle-aged women, dude. Half of the female teachers at my fucking high school were huge ass Twilight fans and fucking thirsty as fuck, and they didn't care how open they were about it. How they were they were like fantasizing about Edward. Like, I remember they're like just this is what their lips were moving. This is what I fucking was really hearing what they were saying. My husband makes me so dry, but Edward Cullen makes me so moist.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but for real though, like, my main point is that these older explanations, 50 Shades was degenerate, and it's worse now than
So was
it
Twilight.
was then. They were both
I'm gonna tell you this.
degenerate.
You know what's funny?
Also, 50
Someone-
Shades was
someone
Twilight fan fiction originally, but you know.
Got me Twilight, the first Twilight book, as a gift. You know what I ended up doing with it? I used it as rolling paper.
No.
Oh man. But it's like you see those posts like the Deku Baku one, and like there's been other examples here and there of like that sort of thing where like the Fujos just go all in on just like the horrific abuse being romantic somehow. And like I always, it's really fucked up. But I always laugh when somebody posts that fucking meme of like Darkest Dungeon, or something along those lines. Or it's like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card or something. And it just says the raped, and I'm like, you know what?
What?
Wait, what?
It's like, you know what?
I am sorry,
Wait,
but what?
the raped, right? It's like they almost come off as like they got like a weird Stockholm kind of thing going on. Like, I don't know.
What the fuck? What?
Like, because I don't know how you just I don't know how else you explain this like fascination with like brutal violence somehow being linked to like romantic feelings. Like, how else do you describe this? Where does this come from if not like some sort of weird like childhood trauma or something?
Like,
I just don't know.
Like, there's definitely a lot of issues with many women these days. That's really just I think the best takeaway to have. And it's one of those things that needs to be acknowledged.
Do you remember? I don't know if you're from. Have you ever seen It's a Gundam, Jazz?
Yeah, absolutely. I watch his videos.
Do you remember the one video he did over the guy? Oh god, that guy looks like an Oblivion NPC. This is not a coincidence of you watching this. What I'm talking about?
Wait. One more time. Explain it one more time.
The guy, the TikTok guy, and like. He would dress up real weird, like medieval clothes and shit, and he looked like an Oblivion NPC, and he'd be like, "This is not a coincidence that you're watching this video." And he was
I
like,
love that guy!
"Oh god, here we go."
This
Something
one I
with
do not recall.
manifestation or whatever.
Yeah, that weird, fucking. Oh god. Yeah, this dude. Oh god.
We'll
He looks.
manifest it.
This motherfucker looks
This
like
isn't
an
like a-
Oblivion NPC.
This isn't like a
Look.
manosphere thing, is it?
No, 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 no,
No?
no. Here, look at
Yeah,
that. Look at
there
that.
he is. Just his freaking eyes, man. Like, is he wearing like
Alright.
contact lenses or something?
Oh! I have seen this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, this dude looks like an Oblivion NPC.
Dude,
For
If I didn't-
fucking real.
dude, if I didn't know any better, I would think that he had like eyes tattooed on his eyelids and his eyes are actually closed.
Like, I'm sorry, if I saw that in the alley, if I was a woman, I'd run the fuck away. Even not even as a woman.
I'm pretty sure
I
this
would
dude's going to
immediately.
abduct you.
It's like it's Glock o'clock.
I'm pretty sure this guy is gonna abduct you. Like you're going to like Mars.
You're going onto the mothership, and we're taking you to planet Kolob.
Shit's wacky.
It is wacky. Oh my god, this dude just looks so fucking creepy. But like that, the reason why that guy got so popular was because of just just women being gullible and thirsty for some reason. They thought this dude was
I
attractive.
swear,
And
women
I'm just like,
there are some.
Well, I mean,
women
it's not like he doesn't have
who-
nice features, but the eyes definitely throw you a bit.
the eyes
will-
creep me out. Yeah,
they
he's got
will-
nice features, but the eyes are kind of.
I swear, like there's something about like when you get like. Some women have like just the dumbest freaking beliefs. I swear.
Although also that they have some really bad like
Us-
taste. Like
if she's
it's
into
funny how
astrology,
women
red
will.
flag. Red
Welcome
flag.
everyone to the Shitting on Women cast, by the way.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily,
yeah,
no.
Yeah,
No, but wait, but they're
yeah,
definitely.
no, she's super into it.
yeah. No, it's just this is how we are. Ah! If there
women, am I right?
there would never be a god of misogyny, because only a goddess
I mean,
could
there
despise
technically
women
was.
that much.
His name was Zeus.
Now Zeus loved women. Why do you think he had so many kids?
Yeah, but
No,
never mind.
The joke, Razor, is nobody can hate women like women do.
That is true. Women do hate other women. I've said some shit to my mom. Like, my mom will watch these chick shows, and I'll be like passing through the living room to go get something to drink or whatever, right?
Is it,
And I would hear
is-
them say something real fucked up, and I do like a double take, and I look at my mom like, why do you like women say the worst shit to each other that most guys wouldn't say to each other?
is there a fucking
Razor.
is there a fucking women-based equivalent for the term Uncle Tom that we can assign to
Look.
Short?
I know
Look.
someone who used to use the term Aunt Jemima,
Well,
but
that just sounds like a
Well, that's-
female
that's still
version
black
of Uncle
specific,
Tom,
though.
like, you know.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, but I'm just gonna recite
Aunt Stacy, I don't
old-
fucking know.
an old tweet I made a long time ago. My greatest aspiration in life, one day, is to be an embittered housewife, spending most of my time on Facebook, trying to give all of my friends eating disorders.
Oh,
Oh, shit,
my
that's
fucking
pretty
god, what the fuck?
Good. That's pretty good.
Oh god. That's pretty funny. Oh my
Okay.
god. You know,
Yeah, sorry.
no, it's all good. It's all good. So, like, I remember we talked about this on Offensive Charm about how BlackRock is buying significant stock in
Cover Corp.
Cover Corp, yeah.
And a lot of other Japanese companies, but Cover Corp's kind of the big one in our particular field.
Yeah, Cover Corp, like, the fact that they are being bought out and having so much of their stock being bought out.
The best
is
part is how
just-
many of it's just freaking BlackRock shell companies doing most of the purchasing.
Oh yeah, they cheated. They fucking cheated with that. Cause like in Japan, I know they have like limitations. You can only have so much stock in a Japanese company as a foreigner because of Japanese law, and BlackRock
Yeah, and
just
you
found a
use shell
loophole
companies.
with that.
BlackRock is
Yeah.
basically BlackRock really is a scary entity because it's one of those things where
Oh, they
like, you're
are.
gonna spend most of your time thinking like you don't even know what they do. You know, like
But you know they're doing something.
well, it's like one of those deals where it's like, what is BlackRock? It's like freaking who was Jeffrey Epstein? You know? Like yeah, we know what he
he's just,
did.
who did he?
we-
He's like a big financer.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Who the frick is Jeffrey Epstein? Where'd the money come from? How does he know all these people? Like, that's the question. That's what makes it so weird. Like,
So
all
there,
he's
there
known for
are
is
many things I'd get into, but I would get into
Anyways,
so much fucking
anyways.
trouble.
getting
They're listening.
off
They're
track
listening
here.
even now.
The point is, that's what BlackRock is. What is BlackRock? Where does their money come from? Like, you're
That
just
is a
gonna
good
let the more
question. Where
questions
does
than
it
anything
come
else.
from? Yeah,
Probably mostly just
I-
investment and what have you, but you know.
still.
Like my understanding is that like there's like a lot of weird shady stuff that went down like decades, possibly even over a century ago with BlackRock. Like
Yeah.
it's some just like we're talking
Yeah,
like
fucking-
post World War II stuff here. It's
You know what?
really
It's-
bizarre.
Gonna find out it's been the goddamn Templars this whole time. This whole time, it's always been the
Oh,
BlackRock's just a
Jesus.
front for the Templar.
Ah, but the Templars
Oh
were
my God.
based. These guys are cringe.
Well, the Knights Templar.
Well, no,
I
like
hate how
the
Ubisoft
in
portrayed
Assassin's
them.
Creed sense, Templars.
Oh, okay. Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
I'm gonna be real.
Like,
oh
come
yeah,
on, you can't.
Ubisoft.
Like,
that
you
is
haven't
another
seen
one.
The cool Templar helmet. There's no way somebody that was that based.
That's another thing I do want to bring up. So Ubisoft is just going downhill.
Then
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, Razor. Ubisoft.
Well, no, they've been going down. They've been going downhill for the past fucking decade.
Dude.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The last Ubisoft game I willingly bought was Far Cry 6. And anybody who watched me back then play Far Cry 6 on Twitch, back when I had a consistent viewer base of 3 people stream,
Mhm.
I played Far Cry 6. That game was so blatantly fuck America, fuck the whole fucking game. Literally for the first 3 hours of me playing it,
Wait, which one? I'm sorry.
Far Cry 6.
Far
So like
Cry
the
6,
main
okay.
character Danny, right, who can be male or
Mhm.
female.
That's the one in
They wanted-
South America,
the-
right?
Yeah, that's the one with the fictional Cuba-like country called Yara. All they wanted to do was immigrate to the United States and leave Yara, right? Because
Mhm.
Yara was just a shithole
A
where it's
shithole,
just
yeah.
constant fighting, no matter who the fuck is there. And the whole time, Danny's like, yo, I don't want to be in this civil war in this country. And they're like, oh, well, Danny, America's racist and they'll hate you and this and that. And they're like, oh, do you really want to be a grocery store clerk? And I'm like, fuck you, Ubisoft. Like, do you not
Wait,
understand?
for
Like,
real?
more than half of your fucking customers are people who work retail in these kind of jobs.
Yeah,
You just
exactly. I
insulted
worked
them.
in a grocery
Go
store.
Like, you
too.
do
fuck
realize that
yourself,
by,
Ubisoft.
like,
Hey,
just-
Sarah.
Just by like, statistical odds, the vast majority
Yeah.
of the people who play your games work a job that's freaking awful.
Exactly. And not only that, like the whole time they're shitting on America as a country. Like, dude, go fuck yourself. The best
I-
ending of that fucking game, by the way, is for Danny to get on the fucking boat, just drive away and ride the boat away from Yara, and then it triggers a cutscene where Danny is living the good life on a beach in Florida, and then you hear over the radio that the whole rebellion got killed off.
But to be fair, Ubisoft is like French based, right?
They're European based. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Aren't they French? Like, you
Whenever-
They are.
Gimmo
I'm
families,
sorry,
aren't they
the
French
thing
and
is
all that?
more annoying
I-
when
I
a
love-
European tries to have opinions on America.
On America, I fucking
I'm
hate
just-
that, by the way.
I'm just like, I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just saying that might
I
explain it
don't-
because I don't
like,
think
I
the,
don't
I don't think the French
Yeah,
care for us
that-
very
that-
much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't necessarily
it-
mean to be mean about it, but it's just, I swear, no other, like, I feel like no other group is able to be so sanctimonious while simultaneously sucking at the American teat constantly.
That's like punching your mom and sucking on her titty milk at the same time.
Yes, basically. Basically.
You know? Like what the
Like-
fuck?
I'm sorry, America has subsidized so much of the planet at this point. I'm sorry that America's not perfect. And I'm sorry about the Forever Wars. I don't like them either.
I don't like forever wars. Shit, most American and a lot of these idiots, I'm sorry to say it, I'm gonna say it. I wouldn't even say at this point that people overseas, when it comes to like opinions on America, I wouldn't say that they're misinformed at this point anymore, because it's like no matter what you try to tell them, they're still gonna fucking hate you. I'm gonna say
Yes,
it. They're not even
basically.
just arrogant. They're just. I'm sorry. You're just.
I'm like, there's some cool, and don't get me wrong, there's some cool people
And
out
they're
there.
of course, and I'm not saying
Like-
all Europeans. I'm not saying all Europeans, right? Because there are a lot of very smart Europeans out there. I'm
we gotta
talking about
we gotta throw
the
in our
ones.
weasel phrases.
I'm talking about the ones who are super fucking sanctimonious on social media.
Like, I always hate it because more often than not, it tends to just devolve into just them complaining that America's not Europe.
It's
And-
usually the Europeans that work in tech jobs.
I've heard that there's a bit of a, I've actually heard there's been some studies apparently where there's a bit of a thing where like if a person is like a person doesn't typically have a lot of like or like if a nation in particular doesn't have all that much like on the world stage doesn't really matter that much. They try to justify, they try to treat it like, well, we are the morally superior people, like that sort of thing.
Mm,
Apparently, that's a pretty common thing.
a lot of countries have no room to talk. Like,
Oh no,
we'll
but
just
this,
just-
no, but it's cope.
well,
It's their cope, is what I'm saying.
right. But here's the thing: like, we have a certain neighbor, up north.
Oh, I love.
And-
yeah.
And they
Canada's-
say they're morally superior, but then their government sends people, a
Day of the right.
well, they send people who actually have legitimate disabilities a package in the mail saying, "Hey, we're sorry your life sucks, but have you thought about having a big fat rest in peace?"
Yeah, that's great. That's peak.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and you know what's funny too? When they brought that up to the UN, the rest of the UN looked at them and were like, "What is wrong with you?"
Hmm
It's kind of
Many
wild,
things,
but,
most likely.
but hey, you know what? We're
Yeah.
not gonna be hypocrites. We'll not have
Yeah.
opinions. We'll not have opinions.
Well, we won't have opinions that we'll share openly.
Honestly, for what it's worth, when it comes to like in the grand scheme of things, I really don't. You know what? I just want my low taxes. I want to have no family members dying tragically in a war overseas. I
Same.
want my steak. I want my collard greens. I want my white picket fence.
I think we all want that at the end of the day. Let's be real.
Yeah, we're not getting it though.
Sounds like a good time.
You don't know.
And you know what? I want a warm winter where I am right now because it's like 7 degrees.
Jesus.
USA, USA.
Oh, by the way, so I did wanna bring this up. So, are you familiar with the Iron Age movement? Have you
The
heard of it?
Iron Age movement?
Yeah, so it's independent content creators like authors, animators, artists, trying to make their own alternative media in contrast to all the crazy, like, DEI driven woke shit we got now.
This is me first hearing of it, actually.
Oh, really? Okay, so Razor Fist has talked about this a bit. And then I think Doomcock as well. And then I know, even though I don't watch those guys anymore because they're all kind of pretentious douchebags, as Geeks and Gamers and Nerdrotic. Anyway, they've all talked about.
I kind of like Neurodartic.
I like. I don't know. Sometimes there's some shit. I don't know. It just. Anywho. So the Iron Age movement, what it is, like I said, it's authors, it's comic book artists, it's writers. They're all, well, authors and writers are the same thing. You get what I'm trying to say. Voice actors and stuff like that. They're trying to go their own way
No,
when it
Risa.
comes to entertainment.
No, authors and writers are not the same thing.
That's true.
You
And
write,
anyway,
but you are not an author. All right, C.S. Lewis was an author. You are not an author.
okay. Anywho.
Tolkien was an author.
All right, we get it, Shira. You're trying to tell me that I am a hack. Okay, we get it.
Calling them all
Anywho.
hacks, but still.
Even though I am a hack. But no. So, like, a good example, we had him on our podcast actually like months ago. Blaine Pardo. He's an author who actually I don't know if you're familiar with Mech Warrior or BattleTech.
Yes.
He
yes, I
wrote
know those games.
he wrote the original lore and source books for the Mech Warrior franchise. And what happened was he got canceled. Deadpool, I'm not an author because I haven't published anything yet. I am working on a light novel though, that I do want to get published at some point.
Send me
when it's
chapters.
done. Shirai, I'm still working on
Okay.
it. I literally started working on it about a month ago.
I've been messing about with my own writing a bit actually recently as well.
Yeah. But yeah, so what happened with Blaine? He got fucking canceled because the current owners of BattleTech, what are they called? Catalyst Games. They have run the IP into the ground because they're adding all this really weird shit, this like BlackRock, Sweet Baby Inc. type shit to the franchise. And they told Blaine Pardo they wanted him to change the genders of some of the characters. And they're asking him, oh, well, why don't you have, like, they were trying to, like, put, like, the whole, like, quota shit on him. And he's like, no, I'm not changing any of my characters because all my characters are based off my Patreon supporters. Which is a pretty cool thing for an author to do.
Would be that is pretty cool, but it definitely would be weird if you started changing them up. Just they're based on real people.
And not only that, he's like, BattleTech is a science fiction military franchise. Why the fuck would I go against? Like, he did say, and he said this many times, like, BattleTech is beer and pretzel science fiction. It's not like super complex like Star Trek. And it's not philosophically deep like Star Wars. It's big stompy robots blowing each other up. And then like
cool to me.
Yeah. And like macho man pilots and you know what I mean? Like badass brick shit house. Pilots and shit like that. Both men and women. Just like fighting each other to the fucking death. And he's like, I'm not putting all this weird, like, political shit in here. That doesn't fit. Because it's grimdark science fiction.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, and then Catalyst Games is like, fuck you, Blaine.
Oh.
And so they fired him after working with them for decades and making them lots of money.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
It is horseshit. But yeah, he's a good example of the Iron Age. So he's like, fuck it, I'm making my own mechs franchise that he's working on called Land and Sea, which is actually really cool. You might, I don't know. It's interesting. He's working on a video game adaptation. I remember he was mentioning that during our interview with him.
Definitely might check it out because it seems like something I'd be
Yeah,
interested in.
he said he wants it to be like Titanfall, and
Ooh.
basically think of it as Independence Day with mechs. So it's
Man.
post World War III. It's like in the 2060s, and humanity's slowly recovering from World War III. And it's like very cyberpunk-esque with the technology and everything. And then like mech warfare is just getting introduced. And these aliens start invading Earth because they were creating encampments under our ocean floor for decades, waiting for the right chance to attack.
And they weren't even paying rent.
Yeah, and they explain they're biomechanical kind of aliens. So they eventually learn to evolve to fight the mechs. But yeah, he
Yeah, he had
what's
some
cool
really
about
cool
it,
designs in there too.
yeah, he showed off some really cool fucking designs. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off topic like this.
No. This sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to check into
the Iron
this.
Age. Yeah,
Like,
definitely
send
check
me,
into
send me
it.
some links or something.
Oh yeah, he also has a comic book too for it, and that's
Hey.
been doing really well. Yeah, but I mean, there's a
Okay.
lot of good people who are good examples of Iron Age. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Young Rippa, doing the Rippaverse
Young-
at comics.
Rippaverse, yes.
Yeah, that's another example of Iron Age.
Wait.
Basically, I'd say that Iron Age
is
is
Common
anything
America
that's...
Rippaverse, or is that something else?
No, Common America is its own thing, but I would definitely categorize that
Okay.
as Iron Age.
Yeah,
Okay.
but basically it's
Gotcha, yeah,
anything
'cause
that isn't
I
like
bought the first omnibus of Common
corporately
America. If I
owned.
can know that.
Yeah, that
How
sort
is
of
Common
thing.
America? I've been wanting to get the books.
It's great. It's really good, and it's clearly made by somebody who's a little more, well, I'm sorry, a little less on the liberal side of things. Some of the jokes in there are definitely just like taking shots at like unchecked liberalism essentially.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's some good shit in there. It's pretty funny, and the art is great, and the characters are hot. So
Well, that's
good stuff all
also
around.
always a good plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Hellfire, how you doing?
Okay, good.
Yeah,
call
so,
for a
like-
second there.
I'm sorry. No, because I thought OBS was about to crash. I was like bracing for it. Sorry about that. So, is there anything
you're
that
good.
you would anything you would recommend, like any kind of alternative media that's been coming out, you'd recommend? Jazz.
I mean, I just been trying to sell Path of Exile 2 to anybody who will listen, because like this game's really good. The devs are incredibly based. I've been listening to like a lot of different dev interviews, and like everything about it is just the game. And how do we make the players like the game more? How do we make the game more fun, more engaging, more interesting? How do we take player feedback and turn that into improvements for the game? And like, and it's not just talk, right? They back this shit up. They already did a massive update to the game right now, because it's in early access. It's been in early access since like a few days ago.
Oh
They've
shit!
already
Really?
put out, yeah, they've already put out like a massive balance patch / bug fix patch that's like 50 items long or some shit, like 50 different things they changed in like a matter of like 2 or 3 days.
Oh shit!
since they started the early access. Yeah, no, these guys are in to like make this a success on its own. And this game on full release, like once they actually get around to the full release of the game, will be free to play for
Nice.
anybody. Yeah, so, and it's just a really cool, like, if you ever played Diablo or like Torchlight or any of those like isometric ARPG kind of things.
Oh, I
it's-
do like
it's-
Diablo.
Yes, this is better than Diablo. I'll tell you straight. I played.
Is it co-op?
I did. Yes, it is. I played with a
Oh.
friend. It's extremely smooth and very interesting. Very interesting. You can, because there's skills in the game that like synergize with each other. Like different spells can cause like synergistic effects and whatnot. That also works across different players. So if one player
Oh,
sets up a certain
shit.
spell, you can set up another one that synergizes with that. Yeah, I was doing that with a friend of mine. He put up like this firewall, and then I used like this crawling lightning attack. And the lightning that went through the firewall would then be infused with fire and set enemies on fire. And it was super sick. It's
Holy
very cool.
shit.
Yeah, man. And right
Okay,
now,
that sounds really cool.
yeah, so right now the early access is the first 3 acts of the game, of which there's going to be 6. The first
Ooh.
6 character classes of the game, of which there are going to be 12 different character classes in the final, and also they included the entire end game in the early access as well, at least
Oh,
as it exists
shit.
currently. And it is like this is easily like 40 plus hours of content, right? The to get in on the early access, $30. It's
Really?
the base price. Yeah, base price to get on it is $30. There's higher tiers you can go for if you want to like get cool little cosmetic armor packs or pets or whatever the hell, right? But the base just to get into the game at all, $30, and it's
Really?
incredibly worth it because there's probably more content in this than there was in like the full base Diablo 4 release, just straight up.
Man,
And that was like a
this gonna-
$70
this
fucking
gonna-
game.
Just gonna drop that on. Just gonna be like, geez, just gonna attack Diablo.
You know,
4 like that.
Yes.
I'm
oh,
gonna-
Diablo's getting
I'm
their ass
gonna
whooped since this
check
game came
this
out.
Our poor little guys over at
I
Blizzard.
heard
Over at
Diablo 4
Activision Blizzard.
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah. Our
I heard
poor
Diablo
little.
4 was. I'm sorry.
I took the bottle of titty milk right out of their mouths with that one, didn't I?
Ah.
Oh,
monster! No, so they're gonna develop strong bones.
Oh my god. Yeah, I still find that kind of funny that there was like a problem where they were stealing breast milk and fucking.
I
Oh,
need to
God.
understand what kind of degenerate you have to be.
Okay, so apparently,
Almost.
from a bodybuilder's perspective, breast
Mhm.
milk
Okay.
apparently gives you more gains.
I've heard my mom and my older sister when they were still like, able to produce.
Oh
I've
god
heard
damn
them-
it.
Huh?
Sorry, King's been sending me stuff from the Game Awards this whole time.
Okay,
I was really
wondering-
everyone was hoping for a Final Fantasy character to get in as a Tekken guest character. They got Clive from fucking FF16.
Oh god.
By the way,
Yeah, I was really
new
hoping for
Power World
Tifa.
update.
Ah,
that-
damn
Yeah,
I-
Tifa would have been great.
I saw a thing for the new Power World update.
Mhm.
Lightsabers. Let's go.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Let's go.
So, also the
what was
M1
it?
Grand.
Oh yeah, Activision Blizzard. Wait. Yeah, so my mom and older sister, when they were able to produce, breast milk, they
Mhm.
actually I remember one of them joked about maybe like considering selling it to some bodybuilders or something.
Oh god.
By the way,
Sure.
another reason why you should never steal breast milk out of a fridge,
Mhm.
no matter how hilarious you think it is or how much you think you stand to gain from it, you do not realize how long that stuff takes to pump.
A lot.
It takes hours.
Just pump it. Pump it up.
Like,
Mhm.
Sorry.
like you.
I had to make that
be-
joke.
You may spend a very extended period just waiting for it to. It's not something. You have ruined someone's day. That is the best way to
Yeah.
put it. You have ruined someone's day.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Anyways, I also refuse to support Activision Blizzard. Honestly, I didn't support them before that. The Taiwan. No, not. Was it? Was either
Taiwan.
Taiwan or Hong Kong? I can't remember what the thing actually was.
The shit with the guy who didn't get his payout or whatever, right?
Yes, that. I would have bought Overwatch when it came to the Nintendo Switch. That's what stopped me. Anyways, that's my entire thing there.
I'm looking at Path of the Exile here. There is there science fiction elements to this game too?
Not that I know of.
Because I noticed in the trailer, I don't know, there was something that looked like a. Oh, never mind. Maybe I looked at
rapid
things
fire
wrong.
crossbows are pretty sci-fi to me, but whatever.
More high fantasy, but yeah.
Oh yeah, real high fantasy. You ever notice how besides dwarves that use crossbows?
Oh yeah, but other people do
Like-
too. Usually like the humans and shit like that. Yeah.
I don't know. It always feels like bows end up being like more common around the place, but it's like then it's like you know if you're gonna have any fantasy race use crossbows, it's always the dwarves.
Yeah, or like the
you're looking
dwarves
at,
are the only
oh,
two
you're
use
looking at the
guns.
mercenary.
I'm talking about
Man, the
like,
mercenary. I haven't played that class yet, but I need to try him out because that shit looks amazing.
yeah,
Like the
yeah,
fact
yeah,
that they just took every like contemporary style of gun and just put it into that crossbow. Like, you got the full auto fire, you got fucking grenade launcher, you got sniper bolts and shit. Like, it's wild how much they put into that class. I got to try it out.
I'll definitely have to check this out.
I know the monk has been a lot of fun because the monk in this game is like, I played a lot of Diablo 3, right? And I know the monk had a lot of elemental shit in that game. It's like the elemental shit's died up to. You're just playing the avatar. You're just doing avatar shit in Path of Exile 2 when you play the monk, like straight
in
up.
Oh,
my
that's
personal
cool.
opinion, an RPG is only good if you have the option to just get by punching everything you see.
Oh yeah, I mean if you want to do that, then the warrior's probably your best bet. He's just slamming the ground with his fist or a big club, and just
Yeah,
everything
just
around him
punching.
explodes.
Just punching.
Yeah.
Weapons are for weak. Weapons are for the weak.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
you-
not sure
you-
if there's. I'm not sure yet if there's a build for that yet, like a completely unarmed build. But I imagine that sort of thing would be possible because, like, if you could see the skill tree in Path of Exile 2, it's quite expansive.
I like how when I did my first playthrough of the Fallout games, I decided to do unarmed for the meme. And everybody's just like, that is objectively the hardest way to play the original Fallout.
And you're just like, good.
And you managed to do it somehow.
Yes!
That's
I punched out
great.
Frank Corrigan! I had no allies, none of it!
Oh my god.
I'll be honest. I am kind of hoping that
I broke his
I'm kind of
leg.
hoping that they'll. Like with the other 6 classes they're planning on doing for a PoE, I'm hoping like a pugilist or something is gonna be in there, where just like a dude throwing hands, right?
Nah, dude, Pugilist is like a peak setup. It's like my favorite meme build. You know, 1 int, only punch. We don't need
Oh, yeah,
friends. We don't need technology.
One thing I do want to bring up real quick. Let's see here. So, I feel like movie trailers are like an art in itself, right? And I feel like people have forgotten how to properly do trailers. So I'm gonna share this real quick.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn the music off real fast. Let's see. So, are you familiar with 28 Days Later?
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen it myself because I've never been like a big into
Oh,
horror movies.
the
but
first 2 were amazing. I'm just big into zombies in general. So
I might check it out sometime for sure.
Let me get this set up here.
Because when I was a kid, I just straight up couldn't handle horror, but like it's definitely not as nerve-wracking as it was when I was a kid. Now that I'm like 30 years old, so I could probably handle it if I wanted to watch it now.
Oh, that probably
Oh shit! I'm
messed
Most
up.
likely.
so I'm 3 years older than you. Damn.
That probably messed up the
Damn, old.
that
you old
probably
bitch.
messed up the thing on my
All right. Let's
Discord.
see here. Where the fuck is the window capture? Here we go. Oh no, that's the one for Shiroi. Where's the other window capture I have? Where the hell is it?
Oh wait,
Damn
I did go just fine.
Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm going to show this to chat. I'm going to take some of these pictures down real quick so chat can see.
Let's see here.
Let's see, where's the... Oh. Where the... No, that one. I need to organize this more.
Yeah, no, right?
Which one was this? Here we go. All right. Now let me move this up. And chat, feel free to let us know your reaction to this.
Hold on, let me try
So-
to get my own window
Oh, are you
capped up for
share
this
screening?
as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me hop on that share screen. God, the dude's eyes. Jeez. Okay, I can see it.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, can you see it on your end, Shirai, for your chat?
Yeah, just let me get a second. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like keep the but okay, that is not working. Well, it might be a little cropped, but whatever. Whatever.
Alright, you okay, so you're good then?
We're gonna say this is good.
Okay, here we go, I'm gonna play it. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, it was...
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, the Teletubbies.
Yeah!
Well, that's a scary small
What's
size.
going on? Jimmy, sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from the spot.
Man, those Teletubbies really did a number on these people.
7, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boost, boost,
I love number
Boost.
stations.
boost, moving up and
Oh
down
no, this is a
again.
poem
They're so
about war
ominous.
madness.
Discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boost, 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 moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war.
I can't tell if it's turning out like a beat to it. Like what any of
They
that
added a
is.
beat to it.
Your eyes,
I can tell what they were going
they
for.
will get the top of you. Boost, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
Oh,
Try to think of something different. Oh, my God, keep from going lunatic. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 7, 6, 11, 5, 4, 17, 32 the day before.
I tell you, TV, man, it just collapsed after the apocalypse.
you know that was pretty solid. Hell, even I
Yeah,
interested.
that was a really fucking good trailer. Even if you aren't familiar with the previous movies, I would say that would sell anybody to go and watch that movie. It didn't even give out anything. Didn't give away any key plot points. It just kind of gave you an idea, like, this is the vibe we're going for, and we're only gonna show you random short little clips that you can't make shit out with. I like that. I like that. You just gave them a
yeah. A good trailer is a good trailer.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was a solid one.
Yeah,
I was all around just not a whole lot. You don't know what the actual plot's gonna be. You don't know what the characters' motivations are gonna be. You just know that shit's going down and it's probably gonna be exciting in some way.
oh yeah.
It's
And-
just enough, just to drop, just to get your interest going, just a little bit.
Yeah, nothing. Who doesn't love a good number station?
Oh, it's not a number station. That's actually an old recording reciting a poem about war madness.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy-
that was a great like background thing, just kind of like
Oh,
make the
yeah.
whole thing feel really tense, right?
Yeah, because like technically it is a war. It's a war for survival. So it's a war for the survival of humanity. So it was just interesting, like the tension that was building up I'm looking forward to it because I don't know if you noticed the one actor that was in the trailer there, the bald guy, the real stocky bald guy going through the pyres made of bones. That was Ralph Fiennes. He played Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies. He played one of the Nazis in Schindler's List, and he played the chef in that movie, The Menu. If you've never seen The Menu, I highly recommend you see The Menu. If you like cooking, and if you hate art critics, definitely watch The Menu.
Might be something I have to look into.
So
Mhm.
what all is 28 Days Later?
Okay, so long and short of it, so the first movie is about this pharmaceutical company, and they accidentally made a virus that makes people angry, like
Okay,
super
so it's
angry.
Pfizer.
And
Got
violent.
it.
Yeah, and then they were testing it on these animals, and then a bunch of really dumb, like Just Stop Oil, Greenpeace, animal activist people. They break into the lab and they free the test animals, and
That
then
sounds
they end up
extremely
biting
plausible.
them.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
they bite the activists. The activists then become the first human infected. They infect other people around them, and it just the zombies in this they don't shamble. They sprint. This is
Yeah,
what
'cause
started the
it's
fast zombie craze.
it's like more of like a rabies thing, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's like a rage virus. So it makes them super aggressive, super angry and shit. And they become incredibly dangerous and violent. So the plot of 20 Days Later is like this dude who was like, I think he was like a postal worker, or I think he was like a male nurse or something. He was in a coma for 28 days. Then he wakes up in the middle of all this shit going on. And he's just trying to get his bearings and trying to survive in this world. And yeah, the virus's effects are irreversible. And this dude's just trying to figure out how to survive in this whole new world that he woke up into. It's like this nightmare he can't get out of. And I'm not going to give it away too much what happens in the first movie, but just to let you know, they explain in between the first movie and the second movie, all the infected, it only happens in the UK in the first movie. All the infected in the UK eventually starve to death after like a few months. And then after they starve to death, the US government, they get the military involved, and they send over the US military to help try to repopulate the UK. So all the refugees that fled to America, they're slowly trying to reintroduce them back to the UK, and they build this new colony that's supposed to be infected free, and no one's allowed to leave the perimeter. But then you have these two fucking stupid kids that the movie follows. One of them, it's an older sister and a younger brother, and the younger brother has heterochromia, right? He says he takes it from his mother.
Gotta look
They
very
miss their
special
mom.
after all.
They're like, oh, our hometown isn't too far from here. Let's be a bunch of stupid little kids. Let's get over the barricade. Let's go back to our old neighborhood where they still might be infected out there. And let's go get our family photos. So they go and they do that. The military obviously eventually tracks them down because their dad is the caretaker for the colony, for the big facilities for the colony. So they gave him keys to everything. And I mean everything, which I think was dumb, by the way.
Yeah.
So they find their old childhood home. Their mom is there. She has bite marks all over her, but she's not a zombie. So it's implied that she is immune, but she is like a asymptomatic carrier, right? So the military brings her back to try to put up a vaccine. No one thought to look into the fact that this woman is the caretaker's wife. So the caretaker stupidly, while there's no guards, by the way, guarding this woman, no armed guards near this woman, he breaks in and he's like, oh, I missed you. And not
gets
even
infected.
like, yeah, and he makes out with her, immediately gets infected. Then he like goes crazy, kills her. Good job, dumbasses. You let him kill the only asymptomatic person that you know of that could create a cure.
Statistically Generally speaking, someone's gotta come along.
Yeah, but how many people gotta die before you can figure that out, right?
You gotta
So then
make
that
bread
shit
to make an
happens.
omelet.
Now a second outbreak occurs. And then like some of the I think it was like an army doctor, she finds out, okay, this kid has the same genetics as his mom. He might be symptomatic too. We got a chance maybe. So it's these two soldiers, these two American soldiers risking their lives to make sure that these two kids get out of there. Eventually, obviously, both soldiers get fucking killed because the kids are stupid. And the brother gets infected, and then the brother looks at the sister and goes, "Am I what?" And then you see his eyes are obviously like bloodshot and shit. And she's like, "No, you're not infected." And then they lie. They get on the helicopter to evacuate, and then it's implied that they spread the infection to Europe. Good job.
Well, womp womp.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So 28 years later, is supposed to be like the infected. So originally, the creators of the movie were like, "Yeah, they're not zombies. They're just really feral, angry people." But because so many zombie movies took tropes from the first two 28 Days movies, now 28 years later, what they're gonna say is, "Oh yeah, the infection evolves to the point where every infected that died during the events of 1 and 2, they just come back as zombies."
Aww.
Well,
Well, it's a little
Oh,
bit...
Shira,
Okay.
your thing disappeared.
Oh, did it?
but yeah, I might have to go back and watch those first two movies because that third one looks pretty interesting, and I might want to go check that out.
I mean,
hell?
I've still got my camera on. All that.
Oh, I think I see what the issue was. I'm sorry, my bad.
You good?
But yeah, it's yeah, you're definitely gonna have to see. I highly recommend them. But yeah, we are getting near the 3-hour
Sorry, I
mark.
did not mean to create a tangent there.
No, it's okay. I did tangents too. We all did tangents today. This is kind of how the show goes.
This
Yeah,
show
it's all
is
good.
Yeah.
tangents. The show.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Jazz, for coming on. Is there anything you'd like to plug?
Not really anything at the moment. I mean, I'm looking forward to some Fortnite next week.
Oh yeah, there you
I'm
go.
very excited. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, you,
Yeah.
Mizu, and Shiroi, right? I gotta see what my schedule's like. What day are you guys doing it?
Actually, I already
Tuesday,
found the
right?
4th.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh.
Razor.
Oh, now it's awkward. Now it's awkward.
Oh,
Now
you
it's
found a
super
4th
awkward.
already? Ah, it's
yeah,
okay.
okay.
There's
so,
always next time. I still gotta
Now
update
it's
the game
super,
anyhow.
Super awkward,
yeah,
Shiroi.
I got talking with James again, and I just kind of like it's been a really long time since I played anything with him.
Yeah, I need to talk with him. I've been so busy, I haven't really had a chance to follow up with anybody lately.
Yeah, no,
Because
you're
the
good, I'm just-
holidays.
Yeah. No, but
Yeah.
don't worry, Jazz. You're good. You're good.
But yeah, here
Mhm.
I will post it in my chat and Shiroi's chat. This is the Offensive Charm podcast. Definitely go give it a follow if you have not.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
good.
We'd
It's
love to
very
have you
good.
guys come by. Please
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. And
We're
Jazz,
getting-
if
we're
you want to
getting real
follow
close.
Jazz. Oh yeah, if
that'd be
J-Maz was
big.
feeling under the weather tonight, I'll go check in on him. But yeah, if you want to follow Jazz, his name is tagged in the stream title at the top. I don't know why Twitch is putting everything at the top now.
I'd
I
appreciate
hate it. I hate it.
I hate
was
it
gonna-
too.
I hate it.
Yeah. What I was gonna say though is that we're getting real close to that 500 mark. We can finally start monetizing the podcast channel. So if you guys
Yeah,
want to
there
help
you
out
go.
with that, much appreciated.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I forget what the fuck else I was
Only,
gonna say.
only
Shit.
20 away.
There you go. Yeah, definitely go give the man a follow. Go help him out. But yeah,
It's
so
not just me. It's Rosa. It's Asta.
well,
and
help him, Rosa.
and our new
Yeah.
host that's gonna be coming up somewhat soon.
Oh, nice.
Did you
nice,
call
very
him a
nice.
coast?
Oh
new
my God.
host. New host.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But we might go coast to coast. Who knows? Like
Nah,
Space
you're gonna
Coast.
call him. You're gonna
Oh
call
my
him
God.
coast. Like it's like it's a play. Like it's a combined of they're combining co and host. Like coast.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, but the word coast already exists.
Yeah, but
And
that'll slightly confuse people, making it entertaining for you, but not very entertaining for the audience. It'll be great. It'll be hilarious.
oh dear God. Let's
I
see.
suppose I see what you're going for there.
Eh,
I'm not good at recommendations, okay? Like Discord.
Who do we want to pick
Oh,
for
good.
raids?
Let's see what
Let's see,
options are
wanna-
up here.
Oh, Dax is live right now. Let's go raid Dax. He's playing Helldivers.
Ooh. I like Helldivers.
You would like Dax. I think you've met Dax before, haven't you, Jez?
Maybe.
Oh, you would
It
like
doesn't
him.
immediately ring a bell, but
Ah, it's alright. Oh, he's pretty funny. You would
Yeah,
like him.
Dax is great. I like. Yeah. I need to do a stream with him again sometime.
Yeah, I do too. Alrighty. Well, there's the raid message, guys. Chaz, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah,
Glad to be
seriously.
here. It was a good time.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to play Marvel Rivals sometime. If not next week, definitely, and well, not the week after because Christmas is that week. But like, you know what I mean, for the new year. For the new year,
I get you.
absolutely. But yeah, I'll thank you for coming by, and thank you everybody for tuning in. I know a lot of you are probably going to be watching the VOD because everyone's watching the Game Awards right now. Well, yeah.
I'm probably gonna jump in there too if it's still going.
Yeah, I
See
think
Oh,
if
it's
there's
still
perfect. It
is.
changed up the look of the inside of the ship.
Oh, nice. Alrighty,
Oh, the
guys.
inside of the
Helldiver ship.
Ah, I gotta
she-
play it!
She jumped in
Oh, God.
immediately.
No,
Oh,
I
Jesus.
did
Didn't
not.
he-
I did not. I'm watching Dax's stream. He's playing Helldivers. right now.
Ah, okay.
I don't have the update
'cause they-
downloaded.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Have a good night.
Night.
See you. Yeah. And thank you, Jazz, again for coming on.